Now then, ladies and gents, welcome to the Have a Word podcast. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Before we start, I'd like to tell you about my new stand-up special. Dan Nightingale Special is on the Have a Word YouTube page. Go and watch it now. Like, subscribe, share it, tell a friend, enjoy. I think it's some of the best stand-up I've ever done. I hope you like it.
I do not have a new special yet because I am still on tour and we kick off again this week, going all over the country. There's 33 dates, including some big ones that we're going back to for the second time, like Leeds, and places we haven't been yet, like Blackpool and Cardiff. We've still got 3 dates in Liverpool to do. I'm going all over the place. adamrowe.co.uk/tour. All the dates are there. 33 still to come. They're starting to sell out, and I'm dead excited to get back on the road because I've been bored for a month since the last one.
It's an incredible show. Go and see it. I'm going to do some comparing this year. 2024 is me going to be hosting and comparing. Come and see me doing Dan Nightingale and Fiends, and also the Comedians Club Chester. All of these dates, there's about 40 of them through 2024, are available at dannightingale.com.
Patreon.com/haveawordpod. If you're not a patron already, you've got to go and sign up. £3 a month as a starter. You can go to 5 or 10. The more you pay, the more you get. But even if you start at just £3 a month, you get every extra bit of content we do. You get early access to these episodes. You get an extra episode every single week. And you get a patron exclusive bonus special every single month, including everything we've ever done in the past. Access to the entire back catalogue. Which includes...
Oh, we've got lock-ins, we've got ghost hunts, we've got a restaurant special, we've been to Nashville, we've had a race day. I'm trying to remember some of the more random ones.
Amsterdam. It's the best stuff we ever create. It's us on location, and it never gets better than it. Patreon.com/haveawordpod. We're one of the biggest on the planet and the biggest in the UK for a very simple reason. We're the best at this. So go and check out what you haven't checked out yet. And if you're already there, you know just how good it is. Enjoy the episode. We've just finished recording it. It's a belter.
Wag Leeds, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
I'm tired, Dan.
Well, we'll get you through it. Oh shit, I finished.
I need someone to do a coffee run, I think. Love someone to go and do a coffee run. Harry, go and do a coffee run. I'd love a coffee.
What's stopping your sleep? What's stopping you? You're not like, when are you having your last caffeine of the day?
Normally around 2 o'clock at the latest. It's not a caffeine thing. What it is
dread.
I get late at night and
The dark.
I really just need 8 hours sleep. But what I'm refusing to do is go to bed 8 hours before I have to be up.
Okay. And that's waking you up. No. Because you having bad night's sleep. He's not...
I mean, I always have bad night's sleep anyway because I've got shoulder anxiety.
Yeah.
I need to strengthen my shoulder. I need to get my surgery on my shoulder done so that I, start throwing jabs again.
Yeah, start fighting
Because I do want to get ripped again this year.
Yeah. It's just shame to have you out of the MMA scene, innit?
Well, I don't want to do MMA. I'd like to do boxing now. Not like a full-on fight, but I'd like to do a bit of boxercise, you know what I mean? I'd like to learn how to throw a punch just in case I have to ever defend a fair maiden.
Yeah, I'd like to get back into Zumba.
My God, do you remember Zumba when it took over the world, didn't he?
Do you remember Zumba? Zumba's still thriving, mate.
Who made Zumba? Because he must be fucking mint to them now.
Pete Zumba.
John Zumba.
Sorry, yeah. Pete John Zumba.
The brain named him.
Fulham player.
That's great. Great.
You thinking of Fabrice Mwamba?
What?
It's a similar name, isn't it?
No, I reckon Peter John Zumba probably paid for Fulham at some point.
Fulham guy.
Is it a brand or is it a thing?
It's, I don't know. I think it's like Barry's.
The pub?
The Barry's in Wasabi Village. Have you heard of these Barry's workouts? I'm thinking of starting to go,
What?
You know what Barry's is?
No.
You've heard of Barry's.
What?
Barry's
There
tea.
is a...
I know Barry's tea from Ireland.
I know Zumba's still going. I've never seen... Because I've just joined the gym recently and there's like Zumba you can book in. There's no Barry's.
No,
It sounds
no.
You know what?
No.
All these
They don't just do it.
running around, sit down, reach for the can of lager, have a drag. That's Barry's workout.
No, Barry's is like the hardest training regime on the planet now. It's very big in New York, LA, London, and now Liverpool. They do it on the top of flannels.
Why have they called it Barry's?
Some fella called Barry runs it, obviously.
That's where they've made the mistake. Barry's, New York.
It's a proper
Barry's
thing.
boot camp.
Barry's boot camp. It's the new Zumba.
Right.
Women love it.
Women love Barry's.
Women yeah.
Yeah. They don't
It's a
want
really big deal. Like
They don't want to fuck 'em.
By the way, the comments are going to make you all look stupid because it's very common and well known, and the fact you haven't heard about it is mad.
But you know why I'm taking the piss? Because it sounds like.
Because it sounds like I know
It does.
Yeah.
Does. But it's just a bad name for it, innit? Zumba, you think you're going to get fucked by some Spanish guy. Yeah, you learn to do it, Marjorie. You learn to do it really well. And then come to my home country. Show me your Zumba skills. And I will make love till 5 a.m.
Yeah, lovely. But I'm thinking of going to Barry's boot
doesn't
camp
sound as good.
because I need to take my marathon training up a bit. I need to slim down a bit, I want to get a bit chesty as well. You know, I'm in that zone of my life. Single man, need to get fit as fuck, find a bed, and then get fat again.
Yes! Yes.
That cycle. I'm in that
go
bit
on.
of the cycle. Do you know what I
You
mean?
need Barry, mate. I think you should. I think Zumba would work for you. Plus, there's ladies at Zumba, like a majority of.
Also, there's a.
What have you found, Carl?
So it's all over the world.
Yeah.
Australia, Qatar, Singapore, Spain, Denmark,
It's
Europe,
massive.
basically Europe, UK, UAE, from before. I've never heard of it.
That's mad.
Yeah, maybe my algorithm's not like yours. I see lots of dogs and shoes and some boobies.
Yeah, mainly tits.
I see a lot of women who go to the gym. You know, that's what I'm into. Women and gyms.
Is that going to
Honestly, everything you're saying sounds very Zumbery. I think maybe Barry's is a bit of a fad. Zumba's been around a while.
So you thinking Barry's is going to knock you out and then you'll be able to sleep?
No.
Oh, this is a separate issue.
You just need walking.
I think the sleep thing is just I need to be drinking less and going to sleep 8 hours before I have to get up.
Do you have trouble falling asleep or is it staying asleep?
Sometimes. But I think what I need to do there is start doing my journal again. You know, I did 3 days of that at the start of the year and I fell off the wagon.
You know.
Apparently. So, do you know when you have like an anxious mind? Do you know when you have an anxious mind and your brain's like, oh, don't forget, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. Right. The reason like an anxious mind is firing all that stuff at you is the anxiety part of your brain is worried you're going to forget to do it. But if you get out of bed and write it down so you've got a to-do list, your brain goes, he's wrote that down. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
And stop fucking shouting it at you.
Huge fan of the to-do list.
Yeah.
All good, yeah.
Adam does it with his invoices. He writes it down and just totally forgets about them.
I've got shitloads of invoices to do. Write down, do your invoices. That's done. That's done, isn't it?
There you go. You haven't written it down, have you?
That's
That's your anxiety brain.
Oh, I fucking hate it all, you know. There's so much to do, and I don't want to do any of it.
Start your journal again.
Oh,
You need to hire a PA to hire your PA.
Oh,
and then you'll
Finn,
be
shut
fine.
up.
And also,
Come on, Finn, get a piece of paper. We're going to write Adam's list now.
Wasn't one of
Let's
your
write
things-
his list. Come on.
one of
We
his
need a
things was
list.
write in your journal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Finn's going to do
I'm
that
right,
for
I'm
him.
right. What's your list,
Right.
Adam?
Come on, let's get your list done. It's going to
No,
help
no,
you.
no, no,
You might,
no,
you might
no.
curl up
Pay
here.
everybody you've ever met who you owe money to.
No.
Who do you owe money? Who's you owe money to?
Everybody in this room.
Yeah.
I owe you money, Matthew. Do I?
You owe everybody money, not me.
You don't owe me
I don't owe
money.
fucking anyone money. Do I owe you money? What the fuck do I owe you 2 money for?
You don't owe me invoices.
What do I owe you money for?
Wait.
And what about you?
Last January.
What do I owe you money for from last January? What?
Juicy.
What?
You don't owe me any money. I've been stealing off you, so it's fine. I don't know if that brings anything back.
You owe multiple people money.
Okay, put paying people
Paying
their money.
invoices, yeah.
Paying invoices.
I need to send
Oh,
invoices.
no. Number 2, that paying, you need invoices coming in. So 1 should
Yeah.
be send invoices to get money in.
Sending invoices, yeah.
2,
Pay invoices.
pay invoices.
Pay invoices.
I actually, just before 2, find the invoices where people...
Oh, I need to text our Dolly back.
Shit, Dolly.
Okay, text Dolly, yeah.
Text
Oh,
Dolly.
sort Serica's spar out that he promised her last year.
Yeah.
For Sarah.
Oh, 'cause you went to America?
Oh,
to
my
Vegas,
God.
You went to America.
Oh, my God.
You also promised Laura a 5-day stay in Tenerife with a partner. I remember you saying that. Put that down as well.
Sorts Erica's spa. Laura.
No.
Holiday.
I just
There's
want,
so much stuff.
I was just trying to get a free holiday.
Start riding your BMX.
Do you know?
Not a BMX.
You
Sign
bought
up,
a BMX and you forgot about it, look.
That's him.
Oh, yeah, it was you, wasn't it?
sign up for Zumba. Sign up.
Barry's Fitness, yeah.
Look, can you all just let me get this marathon out the way and then I'll do the rest of it?
Oh, marathon. That's on the list.
Marathon.
What do you mean?
It's on the to-do. He's got to do it, so it's on the to-do list.
You can't put a marathon on a to-do list.
Yes, you
What?
can.
What?
I mean, the level of stupid to miss the Paris Marathon because you're like, lads,
Look.
oh my God. I just had a weekend free. I had these fucking plane tickets to Paris.
therapy yesterday.
Therapy. Oh yeah, you had that realization eating a grilled cheese, didn't you, or something?
Yeah.
There's so much to do. Why has life got so much to do?
Have you unpacked yet?
Well, I did half of it last night.
Can I ask you a
Do
question?
that.
Can I ask a question? Because you don't do a lot of the stuff you're meant to do, and then it builds up.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
brown letters have you got?
What?
Have you got any brown letters?
I've opened on my mail.
Oh, wow. That's a good one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have moved recently, haven't you?
What?
You have moved recently, haven't you?
No, I've still got access to
Do you know what? It's got easier than mail since I've moved and not told anyone where I've gone. That's made it a lot easier.
You're not
Getting a lot less letters. Sound. Plus, I live with 2 other people now, and they open letters for me.
Yeah.
Good
There's,
that.
there is a
Have
lot
you got
to do,
stressed
though,
out with
isn't
the
there?
list? Because we started writing a list for you, and it's stressed you out, hasn't it?
I can't tell you, like, that wasn't me acting.
Yeah.
That was extreme stress and anxiety.
Have you paid the Runcorn Bridge fine?
That's a good question.
I've got someone working on it.
Right, Runcorn.
No, I have.
Just for new listeners, we worked in Runcorn for 2 years, basically. Adam went over the bridge, the Mersey flow in Runcorn. I'd say he went over it at least 5 or 6 times a week, and just forgot to be like, oh yeah, that's a toll bridge, isn't it? We should sort that out. So they got in touch and asked for basically the deposit for a house, and Adam is dealing with it by saying someone's dealing with it, and that's
No, we
it.
told him he was a loyal customer and to fix it for him.
You know what? I love bridges, so you shouldn't even be doing this to me. It's going to ruin my love of bridges. That's one of the top 3 bridges in the Northwest.
Right, I think that's a pretty extensive list, Adam. Want that done by midnight.
I'll send that to you on WhatsApp, Adam.
You'll have a
And
belt.
if you do that, I'm going to fire you.
We'll hire it again.
I can't tell you how much it bothers me that we have to do all this stuff just to be adults.
Yeah. But then if you did it all...
Like last night-
you'd sleep.
Last
You'd
night,
sleep, man.
I know I would, but I don't want to do it. Last night, I folded all of my T-shirts and put them away. I shouldn't have to do anything else this year.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that. That was enough. And next week, they'll all be dirty, and I'll have to wash them again.
lad.
And then dry them again.
Yeah.
And put them away again.
Just live. It's like sitting there shitting yourself going, I resent having to water the toilet.
I do.
I'm a
Me and
grown
Jack
man.
were talking about this. Isn't one of the most arduous things in your life brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Is there anything
That's why I do it in the
worse
shower.
than having to brush
Do it in the shower.
your fucking teeth? Being in bed
How
all
long are you
comfy
brushing
and
for?
remembering, I've got to go and brush my teeth so that I don't stink of shit. Oh,
Nah, the worst
it's
thing in
too
the world.
much. I just want to do comedy, have a laugh at yous, put me dick in the occasional vagina, and have a kip. Can that not just be
Wow.
all we do?
At least one of those things needs you to brush your teeth.
Oh, maybe.
And that is a fact. I mean, I'll put up with some bad breath, and
I
comedy fans
envy
can't
the
smell your
Amish
breath.
so much.
They have to build their own houses.
What?
They have to build
Yeah,
their
but
own.
then they get a sense of achievement and they don't have to pay taxes.
Oh my God.
I hate drying clothes. Drying clothes might be genuinely worse than.
And we haven't got a
getting
dryer in the new
stabbed.
flat. We've got one fucking drying rack in a room where we don't put the heating on. I put T-shirts in there last week, like literally 8 days ago, and I took them out last night because they'd been in there too long, and they're still wet.
Yeah, drying clothes is the worst thing.
Hang
the
on.
planet.
Is it an electric
Am I
dryer?
meant to not kill myself? How am I meant to just go on washing clothes and waiting months on end for them to dry?
Go to the laundrette.
Why? Why are we alive? It's so pointless.
You've got people in your
I
house. who do it all,
can
haven't you?
understand why you're not sleeping. Right, don't give me problems. Let's give me solutions. Right,
Laundrette's great. It's
he'll
2 hours.
never go in the laundrette.
2
I
hours of your
can't
life.
put my T-shirts in a dryer though because
He'll
they stink.
spend
No, you put it in the
£8,000
spinner.
on new
It's
T-shirts.
got a spinner.
It's got a what?
I've got T-shirts. They all fit me. It's got a spinner. You put it. You wash it and then it spins it. And
Carl,
gets
it's
all
the
out.
wrong solution.
No, a
Is it-
laundrette is one big chunk of washing.
He's
and
never going to do it.
Tumble dryer?
No, because it shrinks your clothes.
No, there's a clothes rack that you hang your stuff on, and you plug it in, and it's heated.
I've got one, and it doesn't work. You know what it does? It dries lines. It dries lines.
How
into your
cold
t-shirt.
is the room that you've got this thing in? Is there a fucking radiator in there?
Those things just dry lines into your tops.
All of my necks are soaking all the time. Because you can't dry the neck of a t-shirt. The only way you dry it is by wearing it.
The sleeves on a t-shirt. I have not had a dry sleeve in fucking decades, sir. It is an absolute drain of life. Oh, Jack, I think I might be moving back into my flat. There's more space. There's stuff that's dry things. It's so hard, isn't it?
Adam's going to be
There's so
married.
much to do.
Adam's going to be married in 6 months. It's just easier. You know, I don't necessarily love her, but my collars are so dry.
Do you know what's mad as well?
She gives me so much.
Having to pay someone to like turn the lights on. Isn't that mad?
What do you mean?
Like your house. Like
It's working for you.
Sing!
energy bills, man.
The lamps.
I just watched the telly. That's such a basic human right. Oh, the lights on. Did you add a bath? £600 a month. What are you on about? Wild. That does my head in. Energy bills.
I think you might need your meters checked.
There's so much to do, and none of it's fun.
It's all just basic stuff, though, isn't it? It's all basic stuff. Nothing. So far, you've given me
Look,
drying
you've had
t-shirts,
fucking 28 years longer than us to get used to all this shit.
drying
Maybe when we're
t-shirts
60
and brushing your teeth.
You've got a wife as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she doesn't brush my teeth. I mean, I fucking asked her to. She steadfastly refuses. She doesn't do any of my clothes.
What are you trying
either.
to brush it with, though?
Her arsehole? Is that what you want me to say?
No, you're trying to brush your teeth with your cock.
Do you pair your
Oh,
socks?
that's not what I said.
Because I'm telling you right now,
Are you all right?
the idea of sitting there on the end of my bed with all my socks and going through one by one and trying to pair them all to put them in my drawer. What I've got at the minute, so because I've still got access to my old flat at the minute, what I did was I did a full sock wash. Like every sock I've worn in the past month, I took them all to my old flat, washed and dried them, and now they're all in a washing basket. And what I should do tonight, when I've got a bit of time, is sit there and pair all my socks. Am I going to do that?
No.
I'm a fuck. Of
course you're
I'm going
not.
to leave them in the washing basket and every day try and find a pair.
The fucking crystal maze for a matching
I've got
sock.
an IKEA
But
bag.
there's solutions for this. You just buy all the same socks. You never have to pair it up.
Oh, Dan, you're not as into fashion as me, okay?
Sock fashion? Socks? Fashion?
Yeah.
What have you got on now, babe? You've got boots on and no one can see your socks. Oh my God, the classy black Nike sports sock.
Yeah.
You fucking trendsetter. Just get loads of them.
Yeah, because no one can see them today. But like, if I've got like me trackies on, if I've got like blue trackies on, I'll wear like blue socks if my socks are going to be showing a bit because I think about these things. Not like you with your UPS hat.
Wow. I've got an IKEA bag full of...
By the way, that was a dig I did on myself in the kitchen the other day. Adam hadn't even noticed, but he's gone, yeah, I'm having that for later. You UPS looking motherfucker.
The bag of socks and underwear, I've got a blue IKEA bag and my socks and underwear stay in there. And then I find them in the morning.
There is something satisfying about sorting stuff out as well. Like last night when I finished that t-shirt drawer, what I did was I folded them in, put the arms in, and then rolled them all so I can see.
Did you do it as a T-Rex?
You put yes. No, but you know you got your arms in your t-shirt.
Yeah.
Flap them in.
They're soaking wet till they stick down.
Right.
Adam loves playing T-Rex when he's doing...
And I've rolled them all, and they're all like you can see them all in my drawer, and I can see what the designs on each one are.
Unsustainable.
Oh, I don't know. You know,
You're not doing it again.
it turned me on. So it's the third time I've done it since I moved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a new man.
but
With
you
my
don't want to
t-shirts.
brush your
Step by step. No, I do brush. Of course, I brush me peggies, mate. I just don't like it.
You started brushing your tongue yet?
Yeah. Thank you for the advice.
40 years in.
Right, mate, just
There's so much to do.
Just get similar socks and
You ever
just
thought about
fucking make it easy.
meditation, Adam?
What?
Meditation.
It's just another thing to have to do, innit? If I learned how to meditate, I've got the list you've just written and meditate as well while you're at it.
Also, do you know what the bad thing is? I don't want him chilled out. It doesn't work for us.
He hates it when I'm looking after myself.
I want him. There's so
You know,
much
when I'm
better
in a
when he's in a
relationship
state.
and not drinking, he hates me. He fucking hates me. He looks at me like, look at you. you fucking settled down, sober cunt. He wants me single and on the ale.
You're so much more fun.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care if you're in a relationship or off the ale or on the ale. I just like it when you're fun. When you're on a health kick and everything's settled and you've got your head down and you're working hard, it's like, oh, it's business, Adam. Oh. And it's good. It's fine. I want you to achieve. I want you to achieve while being fun. It just ale becomes part of it. He's out. See you, mate. See you later. I think he wants you on the ale as well.
I just think like there should be a point where it's just like I've done. Like I should be able to get enough tasks done where there's like an omnipotent God who looks at it and goes, you know what? He's done enough for a lifetime. Him.
The house never ends.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general. Like, there's always something to do, isn't there?
Washing
You
never
nev-
ends.
You can never have a day where you do everything. There's always something, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Washing your clothes
How
could be a
big's your
full-time
list?
job.
What have you got to do? You live. Hang on. You live with your mum. What have you got to do? What's your
I'm going to smoke weed and finger my ass.
tick?
That's on the to-do list.
Same time as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
You go in the front way, yeah.
Would you go if you were thinking your ass? You go that way.
I probably would. I don't, but I would, yeah, I think.
Oh no.
No, when I've done that before, I've gone front.
Go in the stirrups.
Really? You going in that way? Yeah?
Separate hand from the spliff though.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. I've never done it, so.
You never fingered your own also.
No? Finn, what have you not doing today?
No, but there's just always stuff like my car needs cleaning and I can't be asked.
Well, calm down. How many times a day that you doing?
By the way,
I'm saying there's always stuff in your day that you could be like, oh, I could do that, and it does need doing.
Yeah, wait until you move out, son.
I did.
Washing?
I
Do
had
you
a house
do
for a few
washing?
years.
Do you do washing at home?
No, the washing fairy does it. I just put it in the washing basket. It comes back.
your mum.
That's the one.
Yeah, I just. By the way, you can get someone else to clean your car.
No, I know that. I know, but I'm just like,
Your mum?
yeah, she doesn't do
I
that.
just park up and it's clean.
She doesn't do that bit. She does everything else.
Lads, none of it sounds that difficult.
It's not.
It's
They're
just
not difficult.
monotonous.
Sorry to.
Dan.
Sorry. I know.
It's
I
the
do-
amount of
No,
things.
Dan,
I do all this
it's not.
stuff, it's irritating.
None of it's difficult to do.
It's just constant.
Yeah.
Constant.
Juggling with two balls isn't difficult, but I don't want to
this-
sit here and do that all day
No,
either.
of course, but no one wants to do it. But this is the disconnect with you. You know this, but you don't put this into action. You know that if you just chip away at all these things in a steady fucking manner, they all get done and they don't cause the mayhem that's at the end of it if you just ignore a lot of it.
And you know what? If you could have come to me in 2013 and 14 and give me that piece of advice then, I'd be fine. But it's gone past the point of no return.
You're done. I'm gone.
There's
I'm 31.
There's too much of a backlog.
That's when you started crossing the bridge. I've got 10 years, but I love that bridge.
I've got admin to do since 2013-14. You know he's a football fan, that he just remembered that as a football season. He didn't just give me a year. Yeah, 13-14. Fucking great season for Liverpool. Terrible for my admin.
Probably wasn't.
No, we came second. It was the Gerrard slip.
What are you eating?
Nothing. Chewing my tongue.
He's eating a bounty like a paedophile.
Carl's gone fucking mad today.
Calm down, Carl. It's a bounty. Bounties are great.
Why have you just started snacking on a bounty
I wasn't
mid-pod?
talking. You all talked to me when I was eating. I was in the clear.
What? On the pod where you're the presenter? Mad as fuck. Hang on.
talking to me.
Hang
I'm
on.
just over here having my little lunchtime
Do you know
snack.
what?
And you start asking me questions.
A very high-paced chat. I'm the director of the company, and I can't just stop for no reason and have a fucking half a bounty.
There's another thing.
It's a fucking
You
job.
can't eat bounties without people being up your ass. Bounties are great, by the way, and people who don't like them are trying to be cool.
Dan versus food. Bounties. Yes.
No. People who you're trying to be cool by pretending you like it.
No,
And here's the thing. I'll give you a slight little olive branch. I don't mind a bounty. If I have a bounty in my mouth, I'm not like, fuck no. I'm not like that.
you wouldn't put it in your mouth if you did.
Right? I don't mind.
I wouldn't choose a bounty
I don't mind. You have chose a bounty,
over a Mars. That's all we've got in here right now.
right? But having a little coconutty surprise in my mouth, I'm all for it, right?
Exactly.
Sounded gay.
But you being like, oh no, I like bounties. That's you trying to be cool. People who say they don't like it is, and you do it all the time with everything. You always want to be cool.
I like a bounty. It's a fun
You're
size.
trying to be cool. You're trying to be different. Okay?
You like a bounty, Jack? No, fuck off. You'd be on my side there.
You're trying to be like, I'm too cool for you. Like, what? You leave bounties in your tubs of celebrations, do you? Well, I'll just hoover up all the bounties
eat
because I'm a big
bounties.
cool monster.
I ate bounties before the Milky Ways.
You're a fucking idiot then.
It means I got
Oh,
the
Milky
You're
Ways
trying
is so
to
simple,
be
but
interesting
so good.
and you're not.
The Milky Way buttons.
just a bounty,
Or
like.
the stars, magic stars.
Oh, mate.
Heavy.
Cold, freezing cold, though.
Oh,
Bosh.
They sound like they should have drugs in them, don't they?
Proper
Yeah.
crunchy.
we could make that happen.
The Milky Way magic stars.
Should we make that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, crunchy bites as well.
When I was a kid and I watched my mum drink like 2 bottles of vodka a day.
You're trying to be cool, mum. That's what you were saying to her, weren't you? Oh, no one likes vodka. Oh!
She was like, Adam, I don't want to drink. I want to eat bounties. Fuck off, you hipster.
I just like, I used to look at him and be like, why are you doing that when you know it's fucking bad? And now I'm just like, how does anyone not? How does anyone not just nail so much ale every day
And she had 2
that
kids.
it just turns your brain off?
Imagine if you had 2 kids as well.
Oh, that is up there with some of the bleakest shit that's ever been said on this. Knowing what happened to your mum, you know what?
I get
miss her a lot, but I can see why she made those choices.
I can. She had
It's
a lot of
easier.
trauma, and on top of that, she had me and our Jack, and our Jack's a cunt as well. And she had to put up with the fucking pair of us. She had to bath us. Oh, get in the bath, will you? I don't want to get in the bath. Get in the fucking bath, okay? You've got school tomorrow. You need a fucking wash, you stupid fat cunt. Get in there, have your tea. She did the tea and the dishes every day. She's washing the fucking uniforms every day. She's cleaning the house every day. Mama want a drink. She'd make us a drink and give us a drink. She had to do all that shit on top of that to-do list that I've got to do. How dare anyone judge her for being like, do you know what? I want 2 bottles of vodka and 2 cans of Diet Coke. She deserved it.
Wow. Was that the ratio of vodka to mixer?
Did she have the same list? Because Barry's fitness is on there. I'm not 100% sure.
She had to pay Matthew from Juicy.
She also wasn't very good at
The
paying,
Paris Marathon.
or paying invoices or getting my bed a spa day. I done me list this bloody big. I'm
You know
the
what?
baddest
I'll
man.
say this about Anro. Never did the Paris Marathon. She had her critics, but... Oh, God.
Yeah, being adult's hard.
It's not even hard. It's just annoying. It's annoying. There's too much of it, and I just need some of it to stop.
And everything costs £600.
Right.
Everything.
Let's get you a PA. Come on, let's get you a PA. And let's get a boy PA. Let's get a man to be a PA.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
let's get you a cleaner. A cleaner.
A gay one.
A what?
A gay PA. P-gay.
Yeah, a gay
Gerard Pigay.
a gay PA. It's like a really fruity IPA. I'm into it. I think we can help.
John Bradshaw Gayfield.
Carl's had crack today.
That was for Harry.
It's all the bounties. It's overdosed on bounties.
What's in those bounties?
Get you a man PA and you won't want to kiss them.
By the way, there's a porn star who overdosed
Yeah, I
over the
saw that.
weekend. Emily Willis.
she's
one
alive.
of my goats, actually.
She's not dead, is she?
No,
Yeah,
she's in a bad way though. Yeah, so good luck, girl.
I think I missed something. 'Cause Carl was doing an obscure football reference.
No wrestling.
And wrestling. And so this is what we went from a gay PA to, yep, one of my favourite porn stars OD'd at the weekend. And that made absolute sense in my head. Sort your life out, Adam. Try and get it all together. I've just had a thought about a porn star who's just died. Dead?
No, she's not dead.
No,
Dead.
not dead.
Oh, dead. She's
Also,
not dead.
porn star related news. Lisa Ann got chucked out of a Matt Rife gig.
For trying to suck people off?
Yeah.
She said it
Something
was
like
on her
that.
phone, but
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
read the rest of it. It was something about that.
She just had a phone out,
Yeah.
did she? Right. And they were doing the your phone's got to be in the bag like at Zany's. Was it Zany's? Where were you?
Was it Zanies, yeah?
Oh shit, yeah.
No, sorry, that's what I don't know if it was. I think it was at a New York comedy club.
Isn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah. I mean,
And Chappelle.
yeah.
Is Lisa Ann the like
Big tits.
the
The
She's
nipples
like-
point that way, though.
She's like
the MILF
Michael
goat.
Jordan, of porn.
right?
She shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think she does.
Oh, does she stop?
Yeah.
Why don't you think she should be doing it anymore?
I know someone who's lashed there as well.
Yeah. We've met someone who's
Yeah,
bummed
yeah,
her.
Oh,
Why don't you think she's because she's just older?
I don't find her attractive.
What do you mean?
I
Well,
think-
no, that's
He
fine.
means he doesn't find it attractive.
Yeah, but I mean, why does that mean she can't be doing it anymore?
What's the shelf life of a porn star?
If you can last into your old age, I suppose it's like there's less competition in it because a lot of people have got.
She's probably like 28.
She's retired. She's 51.
She shouldn't be doing it anymore. You can't be getting wellied on the telly at 51.
Wellied
on the telly.
51. Come on.
Why?
Will I get wellied on
What do you mean? I want to get to the bottom of this
when
car.
I'm 51.
She's in great nick at 51.
So
Why
just
can't
got-
she get some D for like $1?
I've just looked at her career, and she did a bit of a Fergie, as in Alex Ferguson. So she quit in 1997 due to an AIDS scare, but then out of the game, she was a bit bored, so she came back to the game.
Can I just ask
Scared
what
of me.
you've
Someone
heard
with
about
AIDS
Sir
jumped
Alex?
out of a closet and scared her.
Can I ask you what you've heard about Sir Alex Ferguson and AIDS?
You got an AIDS scare in the 80s.
I heard that he retired in 2001 because he was scared about AIDS in the dressing room, and then came back a few months later because he was bored.
Oh, and then the Invincibles happened. Yeah. Right.
I just think...
I don't think 51's too old if you're in great shape and you're making $1. Plus, it's like a subsection, isn't it? So she's the queen of a subsection.
No, I
She's
mean
like,
for her, not for us.
I don't mean for her.
She needs to stop for her.
But some people are in it for the love of the game, Carl.
But I don't think she is. She's retired. She's good.
Oh shit, she came out of retirement twice. She did 2018 to 2020 as well.
Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Wow.
So, another thing.
I think 51's too old. Getting
Is
a
it?
D.
Isn't it dead annoying that like everything that you want to eat makes you fat?
Sorry.
All the nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last night.
Yes, that is annoying.
Last night we had a lovely pork chop in breadcrumbs, seeded breadcrumbs, and these lovely potatoes and a load of pickles. And I knew the pork was bad for me as I was eating it. And it was so tasty and delicious. Like 2 nights ago, I was a bit hungover, so I went to the chippy and I got salt and pepper ribs, loads of char siu fried rice, and loads of curry sauce, and a portion of spring rolls. So unbelievably delicious, so nice. And then have you tried to eat like a salad and like just smile through it and just be like, oh no, I've become a bit of a salad guy, and I fucking lie to myself every time I'm eating it. If there is a God, do you believe in God? If there is a God, he's a fucking arsehole, isn't he? Like
He's tormenting you.
yeah, like all these things you really want will make you fat and die earlier and unhappy.
Why can't lemon meringue pie be like 2 calories? That'd be so nice.
Kanye West once said, "Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good?"
Yep.
And I adhere to that.
Celery's fucking horrible.
So
And it's expensive. It's the most expensive thing. Fruit and veg. If you do a fruit and veg shop,
that's not true.
a fruit and veg shop is so expensive compared to like, I'm going to get pizza for tea. What are you talking about? You get a pizza for £1.
It's not, yeah.
You want to
I
get a
know
nice salad, you're going to spend more than
Cheap-
a quid.
cheap
on
Do you want to get a
food.
nice pizza? It's more than a quid.
But you can definitely go and get pizza and chips from Tesco and spend a £5. But if you want to make yourself a nice healthy tea, you're spending more than £5. Fact. Factos. It is just
Fuck
a fact.
you,
Have you ever
God.
bought strawberries?
They
Yeah.
are expensive now.
Everything's gone mad expensive with that.
Yeah, but you get a cheap, shitty tea.
Brexit.
God. Are you going to be all right? Should we have a little break so you can have a little calm down? It's been fun watching you rage against the machine, but
Just can't be arsed. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. I need a coffee.
let's get Adam a coffee. Hello, everyone. Now it's time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's Manscaped.com, the very best in below-the-belt men's grooming. Have you been shaving your pubes with some crappy old trimmer? Sort it out. If you've not been shaving your pubes at all, you need to get on Manscaped.com. The game has changed. Look at the fucking lawnmower 5.0 with all the stuff that you get in this set. There's so many good options. Manscaped can change your pube game. Where have you been? Get them all nice and tidy. The ladies and the boys, they like it.
The Beard Bowl is here. It's not just about your pubes anymore with Manscaped. As the 2 best teams squared off to see who the champion of facial fuzz is, our friends at Manscaped are prepping everything you need for game day. And Manscaped's Beard Hedger Pro Kit is the MVP of facial grooming, offering precision trimming, water-resistant technology, and enough styling options to outplay any opponent. And guess what? You can join the award-winning team with 10 million men who would already trust in Manscaped with our special offer. If you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code WORD20, you get 20% off and free shipping worldwide. Craft your winning look with Manscaped.
I've been using the beard hedger kit. It's amazing. What a piece of equipment. Manscaped.com. Put in code WORD20 for 20% off and free shipping worldwide. Isn't that right?
They've even got deodorant for your bollocks, lad.
Oh, yeah. You have to tell me twice. And we are back. Smooth.
I'm no less calm.
Okay.
You seem
No more
calm, though.
calm.
You seem calm. You seem...
Feel a bit stressed.
You love the prep all the time, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Let the lids take the wheel.
Carl,
Hello?
it's your time for the jingle. We've got a...
Dan? Question?
Oh, sorry.
This is from...
Finn, you've got to look at me as well.
Right, sorry. We've got a...
Question?
This is from Liam Mead. Wag lids. I have a...
Question?
What's something daft that you believed for far too long? I have two. My dad told me when I was younger that the cat's eyes on the road were braille for drivers who are blind. And I believed this until I mentioned it at my Freshers Week, trying to be interesting to my new housemates. A bonus one. I did ballet growing up and thought that the leotard that I wore was because my name is Leah. So I went round adding tard to the end of all the other girls' names.
And she was.
Had to have a quiet chat with the instructor.
I love your Rebecca Tard.
Yeah. And we had someone else write in as well separately who it was a similar topic. Shane said, I thought geese were male swans until I was 25.
I mean, they are really, aren't they?
Hang on.
What?
I know.
I thought my pet budgie
Yeah.
had flown away and came back and left a feather for me until I was like 16. And I asked my mum to confirm that story in front of a friend of mine, and she was like, no, the budgie killed itself by plucking all its own feathers out. And we just told you that story because it was less bleak. I think the fact that she was halfway through her second bottle of vodka that day probably really made her tell the truth.
Second kind of Diet Coke.
The budgie.
My dad to this day believes that Jesus was a space alien.
My mum thinks that as well.
Na, 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 na,
Yeah.
na, na,
And
na.
if you think about the story, it makes sense. There was a light in the sky, and it was like, "Blash,"
Yeah.
and then baby. You know?
I told you my granddad one. My granddad said I wasn't allowed to sit in the front seat until I was 16 in the car. And I still believe that. I don't know if that's true or not. Do you have to be 16 sit in the front?
No.
No.
Because he could act like cool granddad, like you can sit in the front. I'm cool.
Yeah.
With a booster seat
Up until a certain age, and then if the police came past, I'd have to
at
hide.
16 with a booster seat.
I'd have to hide if the police came past. Mad, he was proper, like, he went for it, like. Is that not true, no?
No. My dad used to tell me that he told me that there was a turbo button on his car.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've told you this as well.
Revving
And
it.
it was just the heater. And I'd press it, and then he'd just rev the car. And every time I pressed it,
My dad's car's fucking
You must have ones with the kids.
it was a Ford Escort.
Surely you must have ones.
What, where you lie to kids?
But you
Your
must
own
lie
kids.
to your kids, yeah.
I lie to all children. No, yeah, I do. I like to, yeah, of course. That's
Like what, though?
It's literally part of parenting, isn't it? If Etta asked the time and I wanted to, she goes, I'm like, it's bedtime. She's like, no, it's not. What time is it? Like, if it's dark outside, you're not reading the time. I've got the watch on. It's any time I fucking want
And
it to
you're
be.
just trusting that that's actually the time.
And I'm just trusting. I mean, I'm just going on the numbers that are there, but it could be a conspiracy.
Can't you read the time?
You what?
What age do you learn the time?
She probably should. She should be able to read the time now.
He's keeping it away from her.
That's mad, that's belter. Never teach your kids the time. Bedtime.
That's why the summer's a fucking nightmare. Because you're like, it's bedtime. And she's like, dickhead, the sun's out.
Yeah, but that's because you've spent all winter going, it's bedtime because the sun's gone away.
Yeah. That's
You've made a rod for your own back there,
Yeah.
sir.
I
What
mean,
you need
really,
to say is, it's bedtime because Stone Cold said so.
yeah, that's the bottom line.
it's bedtime because I fucking say so.
I was told Red Bull was alcoholic because you don't want to give kids Red Bull, but I wanted one because of the adverts. She's like, you can't, it's alcohol, you're not allowed. Believe that. Baby Bells, wasn't allowed them. Far
Why?
too expensive. Didn't even try and lie. Wanted them because of the advert. And
They're alcohol.
They used to hang them off the thing in the quickie, like the easy buys, and I'd grab one. She's like, you can't, they're too expensive. And I never got a Baby Bell. And then I had one when I was older, and they taste like shit. So she was right.
Yeah, my dad thinks Jesus was a space alien, and he also thinks that all humans might be aliens and that we inhabited this planet from elsewhere. What?
I mean, yeah. It's an interesting It's an interesting theory, isn't it?
Because there's a big gap, isn't there? It went dinosaurs, humans, and everyone's like, what happened in the middle? We came here, blew a few fucking T-Rex's heads off, and built co-ops.
Does he say a lot of these theories to other people, or is it just you?
He doesn't really speak to anyone but me.
Right.
And even that's rare.
You've made some gaps as well there, Adam, haven't you?
What?
T-Rexes, blow their heads off, co-ops.
Is that your dad or you?
That's me.
Adam, sit down. I'm worried about we're all aliens. We came down, bummed a few T-Rex. There's a
That's
gap.
a chicken, isn't it?
What are you telling Jack? Because Jack must be so easy to lie to.
Yes, turn on.
It's a lovely hat.
So I've got psoriasis on my skin, haven't I? I've got
You've told me you haven't.
I've got weird, weird blessings. I'm like, no, that's your eyes. It's just what you're perceiving. I just say that I fell off a motorbike. I used to have a pterodactyl. Like, love lying to kids like that.
And he believes it.
No, they're just now. Eta's like, oh, this is what Dad does. If you ask about something, he's like, I used to keep a crocodile and it bit me. But Jack is young enough that kind of bullshit is.
Why don't you do some fun stuff? Why don't you start lying to Jack now about Laura's name?
She's Bev.
Yeah,
Bev.
my name Bev. Give Laura a different name, and then when he's older, because he's gonna just know her as mum for a long time, right?
No, he's no, because he hears me call her Laura. I'd have to commit to it and be like, Bev, and it would work. You're absolutely
No,
right.
you
but
just
everyone's
say to
gonna have to
him-
tie in.
You say I call her Laura because it does it. I didn't. Don't do that. It really upset mummy.
Right.
I just do it as a joke.
Yeah, just say
And
like
every
Laura.
He's got enough needle about him that I think he'd then call her Laura.
Just say Laura is your like mum word.
Right.
That's what you call your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura's wife in your language.
Laura's just another word for like babe
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
or
yeah,
like bitch. You know what I mean?
I'll say that to my 2-year-old. yeah. Don't call her Laura. That's for my bitch. Yeah, she's not your bitch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So what
you
should
just
he
give
call
her-
her? What should the new name be?
I don't know.
Ian.
Whatever he wants.
Ian.
No, it's got to be predominantly female.
Irene.
Ian's very male.
Irene.
Irene. Rhea. Tard.
Mildred.
What?
Mildred.
Mildred. Can I go with Bev that I came up with?
Bev.
I'm gonna stick
It's a
with
good
Bev.
one, that.
I like Bev. I like Bev. But you're relying on no one going, like, what are you doing? Why are you calling your mum Bev? Like, Eta's not just going to be like, yeah, roll with it. It's banter.
She fucking would if you got it in on it now early on. Right, we're gonna lie to Jack.
She can't even tell the
a
time,
decade.
mate.
Yeah, but she likes a bit of fucking chaos, doesn't she? She's a funny kid.
Yeah.
You could get her on board.
Right.
My niece still believes in Father Christmas, and she is going into year 6, and I think that's too old. I don't think you should be able to get to years. I think you should get to year 7 to believe in Father Christmas.
Yeah, high school.
So she needs to find out in the next year, doesn't she?
Wow. It'll be quite a bold uncle move to be like, do you know what? I'm taking her out. We're going for Pizza Express. I'm going to have a little chat with her.
It's for her
Guess
own
what,
good.
kid? Yeah, finish your garlic dough
No, I
ball.
think you just let them find out. You don't have to pull them aside.
No,
and tell them anything.
I'm not going to tell her, but I'm thinking she needs to know.
No,
year,
definitely don't tell
year
her.
7, you can't be believing in that. You're going to
You
get
can't be in big school going, Santa's
Yeah.
coming.
Why?
No way.
What?
Why? It's just magical, isn't it?
You get called Santa bastard for years. That's what we'd do. No,
Santa bastard.
you need to be done with that shit. Because I get her Christmas presents. What does she think is happening there?
You got to be very careful about doing because our neighbour did some banter with Etta because he's got a big grey beard, and she was like, "You look like Father Christmas," and he went, "Well, Father Christmas isn't real." And Laura, I think he caught Laura at the wrong point.
I'd punch his head in there, though.
That's bad.
She was so annoyed about that, and you're like,
And
yeah,
every right
because
to
at the
be.
time she was 5. You're like, don't do that banter with a 5-year-old. Let her have the magic. But I know what you mean. When she's 10.
Yeah.
I reckon we need a little bit more street smart than like, yeah, it's magical, isn't it?
Nah, you let your kids believe until they don't believe anymore.
But what if
If they
she's...
come home from school and go, everyone's telling me Father Christmas isn't real, you go, well, they're fucking lying. Okay? Go and ask your ma. Bev!
Bev!
Got your A-levels tomorrow. No, she needs to know.
What? Yeah, I suppose, because at what point...
Why?
What?
Why?
Because all the
You need
kids
to
are
be
going to think
street
you're
smart
fucking
in big
soft.
school.
Yeah. Well, the kids are going to be like, are you all right? Also, what are the other kids at this... Like, I don't know your niece's name, but like...
She's a very innocent. She's also the youngest in a year because of the months.
I know,
So
but
she's.
it's very supportive class that no one's gone, oi, knobhead.
I'm guessing she's not the only one.
Right.
But she's a very sweet. She's not like these kids these days who are all doing all kinds. She's a very sweet age. And I don't want to ruin it, but I don't want to get to year 7 and be like, Father Christmas got me this new pair of shoes. Like, no, you're not.
You worried that she's going to get fucking picked on at high school?
She won't, but I'm saying I think you should be a bit more street smart.
So,
by
well,
year 7.
well, if you're not worried about it,
Yeah.
you just don't want to.
Because I get a Christmas present, and I got her them. She knows that. What does she think happens there?
Father Christmas dropped them at yours by mistake. Surely that's what you tell her.
No.
No,
I
That's what I do.
FaceTimed her in front of Salem and said, do you like these shoes? I got you them for Christmas. And she's like, yeah, boss them.
When I get my niece Christmas presents, I say Father Christmas dropped them at mine and told me to bring it to you.
Oh, we don't do that. The presents under the tree at Christmas morning, they're from Father Christmas. We've done the magic with the bit of soot from the log burner and everything. But every other present people bring round, so they just like, yeah, that's from your grandma and that's from
Me, Uncle Carl.
like I don't. When Finn gave Etta and Jack presents at Christmas, I didn't be like, yeah, Father Christmas not concentrating. He's left these at a 25-year-old's in Real. He just thought you might be staying over. I know it does sound weird, doesn't it? Yeah, but he's fucked up. So Finn brought them round, and Father Christmas is good because he's got receipts. So it's sound.
I don't remember.
Like I think that's all. I think that's all right. A little bit of wiggle room with that.
Yeah. I don't remember being upset when I found out though. It's not like a memory. Going on.
Yeah, but you hated them, didn't you?
The world's falling apart. It wasn't allowed in my house.
So you ain't going to be upset. 'Cause you're like,
All old magical men are not allowed in my house, even at this age.
What?
No magical old men are allowed in my house. Honestly.
Gandalf knocks on your door.
Yeah, you can knock and I can let him in.
David Blaine.
Yeah, knock. But if I come down, David Blaine and Gandalf playing FIFA in the front room, I'm telling them to leave.
They've broken in.
No, you're not.
Father Christmas is broken in. No.
You're telling me you walk downstairs, Gandalf in character, and David Blaine are playing FIFA. You'll go immediately, get out.
Sir Ian McKellen. Off you go, sir.
Phone the fucking police.
No, I've said this before. I don't want old men in my house. I'm asleep. I mean, Esther's got that anyway, but she doesn't want another one.
Fair enough.
Get up from that.
I'll try. Love line to kids.
Did you
So
believe
fucking
anything as a
good.
kid, Dan?
Did what?
Did you believe in anything silly as a kid?
No, I was a nihilist even as a 5-year-old. Also, the Father Christmas thing.
Who's Niall?
Niall Quinn. He's my Jesus. Mate, you play a long ball up to him, tell me he's not
bringing
the
it down.
second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
Unreal. Peter Crouch. No, thank you.
I used to try
Big
and
Niall
power
Quinn.
up like they did in Dragon Ball Z. Nearly burst a couple of blood vessels doing that.
What?
You ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
You used to go...
You stand power
So
up.
what they would do is they'd clench their fists
Yeah.
and like scream and squeeze, and
called
then they would
autism
become
now.
Super Saiyan.
He just didn't know he had it.
They'd become Super Saiyan, which would make them more powerful and be able to punch people's heads in. And I used to do that and then beat the shit out of our Jack.
The first 8-year-old to give himself an aneurysm.
Yeah,
Adam's fitting again. He's Dragon Ball Z-ing.
I can show you what I used to do because it'll be dead easy to find on TikTok.
I don't know if I did all that. Like Naruto and all that.
Dragon Ball Z power up. Okay. So I'd do this.
Right.
The audio listeners, there's a video on.
Oh,
He does that now in the
I just saw you do that in the
Video
first
listeners.
section.
There's a video.
video listeners. You can't even see
But
it.
watch now, you can punch his head in, you see?
Really helps.
It's like you're showing your mum something you watch on the telly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got banned from watching Dragon Ball Z because I wouldn't stop beating our Jack up.
I used to do wrestling moves. That was real, wasn't it? So, not like Dragon Ball Z.
We used to... Thundercats was the one.
What did you do?
We had a kid
Watch.
called Neil Edelston came out of for break at primary school start of every break and pretended to be Lion-O. Thundercat. Ho!
At what
And
age?
He never got bullied.
At what age?
Year 6. So we really hope he's going to get out by year 7. Yeah, it's not.
I can't remember.
It's not
Silly
a cool
things I
look.
believed in.
I believed that I was the reason Michael Jackson died.
You've told us this before. Remind
I
us
think
what
I
it
have.
is.
I think I told you off pod though.
Okay.
I was in a choir in year 6 and we sang Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone at the theatre you played in Real.
Yeah.
We played that and I had a solo in You Are Not Alone. And I believe he died the morning after. I woke up and he died. And my brother went, that's because you were shit at singing. And I was like, oh no.
That is.
Did you then try and kill anyone else?
I'm still trying.
He's been trying to kill himself for years.
Oh, mate.
Is that why you only sing your own songs?
That is that is
Just trying to end it.
unbelievable. Big Brother shithousery, that, innit? Oh, I'm a bit worried. Yeah, it was you. Should have sung
You
better.
did it.
It's also, this isn't what I believed, but I kind of just had a mistaken identity for years. I thought Tim Westwood and Clint Eastwood were the same person. Until I was like 15 or 16.
I can see that. 15 or 16?
Yeah.
I thought Clint Eastwood was doing Pimp My Ride and
I just
Westerns.
thought I just used to get the names like interchangeably wrong. Do you know what I mean?
I'd love Clint Eastwood to be more involved in UK rap.
Isn't it mad that Clint Eastwood stars in Westerns and Tim Westwood is from the East End of London?
It's a bit that.
Nearly. The first bit was good. Clint Westwood would be well better, wouldn't it?
Right, if you believed anything, I like that. If you believed anything silly as a kid or something you've just believed for too long, write it in. haveawordpod@gmail.com. We've got an old feature that we're bringing back for this one
we
week
got?
only. We've got underrated, overrated.
Whoa.
One of the best jingles. Not done this for a while. This first one is from Steph Coleman. Underrated, overrated. The travelators at airport. Everyone goes at them, but I swear that they're slower than walking.
What is she talking about?
She's just going to keep walking
The
on
floor's
them.
moving.
You've got to walk on it.
These lazy cunts that get on and just stand. They just keep walking,
keep
you
walking.
big fat twat.
They're slower than walking. Yeah, they probably are slower than walking. You just stood on it. They're called travelators. You're meant to travel on it. You get on it and you keep walking. And you smoke everyone who's over on the other side.
Yeah, she's stupid.
She's a dickhead here.
Do you know how fast you can walk on them, mate? Like that. And then you stop and get on another one.
Pet peeve, when people on a travelator get on it and there's a family and they've got bags and they just stop and go, cool, why would anyone need to get past us?
Yeah.
Because we know how to use a fucking travelator. Get on one side.
I love a travelator.
So they're underrated.
Do you know what? It's so sad when they're not working, though.
No, the worst is when
I
you
hate it.
step on an escalator and they're not working and your knees break. Like your legs go, you don't know how to
You
walk.
forget to
anymore.
walk down. You forget how to walk downstairs.
Mate, escalators are awful to climb when they're not working.
Your brain doesn't know what to do.
They're just weirdly too high or
yeah,
something.
but it's like your brain expects you to move and you don't, and you go, oh, you feel heavier.
Do you know, I've noticed it's worse when the other side's working. Your
Yeah,
brain
you
can't
do.
compute
You do.
what's going on.
Ah,
On an escalator, have you ever done that when you don't walk on an escalator, but the thing
Pulls
that
you up.
for the hand is moving slightly faster? It's just a weird annoyance when you're like, cool,
love
just
that.
going to get to the top. And this just gradually goes too fast so your arm pulls.
I love that.
I don't know why that's so weird. What?
how can that be moving faster than
Sometimes they move slower as well.
Sometimes the
band, like the bar.
the band on
yeah.
the thing it's not, they're not always the same. So they move quicker than the actual escalators.
I
going
love
up.
doing that. It, like stretches me out.
Yeah, I always find that weirdly annoying.
Bit of foreplay for you.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't believe that it's ever happened.
Sometimes they're slower and that's annoying as well.
Oh, really? And it goes down.
Yeah.
Right, the next one, Duncan Sharp. Cup lids. Quick one for you. Parking on double yellow lines. What do you reckon? Overrated or underrated? As in, like, the thrill, I think he means. Of either risking it.
No,
No,
I
that
haven't,
does-
I haven't missed this feature.
No.
That doesn't. That causes me too much stress from the off.
I don't
But
do it.
yesterday, when we parked in that thing that was 30 minutes and we were there for 2 hours, then you feel like you've like.
If I can see my car, I'm okay though. Because
Right.
they give you like a little grace period, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they stand by it like
Yeah.
fucking little parking nonsense.
Yeah, so if I can move it, but I wouldn't park on double yellow and leave it because I'm coming back to like 14 tickets.
Do you remember that day when me and you just followed some parking attendants around town booing them?
Yeah, you shouldn't bother up really, should you? How old were we? We were definitely in our 20s.
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it pre-pod? Right.
Yeah, it was about 21, 22.
I mean, it all.
We were shopping and we got bored and we seen one and started booing him and he got really pissed off and told us to fuck off. So then we just kept sort of like, we knew where he was going and just kept following him and it was just boo.
It's true.
like I'm talking like
Not long ago.
3 or 4 hours.
Not long ago. Not
Unbelievable.
long enough ago for two 31, 2-year-old men.
This is the guy that hates doing admin. I can't do all these jobs. I've got 3 or 4 hours of following a traffic warden around booing
They
it.
are cunts though.
Boo!
I still do it now.
I drive past them in the car. I literally go, boo. Just for me.
They are dead annoying, but without them, you'd be boned. You'd be so screwed. If everyone just was cars everywhere, it'd be worse.
Yeah, but you can be the wazzer.
What?
If everyone's wazzing, you're wazzing.
No,
There's
it's
more
just,
spots.
But it's chaos.
Wouldn't be
Wouldn't
less,
it?
would there?
It'd just be chaos. As everyone's just parking wherever they want and causing traffic jams. They're annoying as fuck. Of course they are. It's a traffic warden, but they're a necessary evil, aren't they?
I don't know about that.
No, I don't. I don't know whether I agree with you. And also, they all look like gimps.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But without them, if there was no one throwing tickets around and everyone could just park everywhere, it would be a shit show.
Who applies for that job though?
Yeah, that's what I always think.
Yeah,
Like,
right, okay, fair enough.
I'm going to be a traffic warden.
oh, I need a job. Well, I could go and do this. Do that. I know what I want to do. I just want to go and give people parking tickets for just trying to get on with their lives. That's what I want to do.
None of them drive.
Miserable fucking cunt with a ponytail.
Yeah, and none of them drive. Not a single traffic warden's got a car.
How do you know?
Because you can tell they all get the bus to work.
Right.
Not that that's a bad thing, but they look like ponytail bus fellas. And you know what I mean?
Apart from the fucking cunts I ate on the bus.
You know what I mean? Fuck, they have got ponytails as well. And glasses and big fat heads.
I think we seen the same one yesterday.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, what's the double reds? Is that like
Well, red.
Yeah, when it
Double
changes from
red
yellow to
lines.
red.
Oh, is that no stopping?
that's like literally like double yellow, don't park here, but double red's like
Don't
will
stop.
kill you if you.
No, I think double red is just the same as double yellow. It's just a colour choice in some places.
No,
No
that's
stopping
not,
at any time.
goes
That's not.
from yellow
That's
to
not
red.
right. That's not right.
It's usually outside like a school or a hospital or something.
Yeah.
And like we got like mad ziggies in there.
No stopping at any time with the red. Right,
Right.
next one.
Colour choice, make it blue. You won't even know.
Cam White.
It's all boring, these yellows. I'd like a purple.
Cam White says, underrated or overrated? The Swiss, what the fuck do they even do?
Swiss.
Oh, we're doing a whole nationality.
Whole nationality, a nation. Do they
Have you
bring
got an opinion
much
on the
to
Swiss?
the world?
I like Roger Federer, and he's genuinely the one who makes me like them. So I think he's doing a lot for them.
completely agree.
Yeah, also
I
a
like Zidane Shaqiri, so
bit of a murky history in it with Switzerland, in it.
why?
They were like, there was a war, but we're surrounded by mountains. So why don't we just stay out of it? And
make
when the
all the
Nazis
banks.
were like, you know what, we need to hide this gold somewhere. Do you reckon you could help out?
Yeah.
And they were like, where did you get the gold? Shh, shh, shh. Let's not talk about this. We just happen to have a lot of extra gold, you
Where
know.
did they get the gold from?
Fillings, glasses,
Yeah.
jewels.
War profiteering, basically the Swiss, aren't they?
They
make
make
belted chocolate.
Lindor though, so in my eyes, they're,
They make
they're
belted
the good
chocolate.
guys.
Never been, man. Never been. I'm just accusing them of war atrocities.
Have you
There's
not
no
been
bin men in
skiing?
Switzerland.
No, there's no taxes.
You've not been skiing in Switzerland? I thought that would have been something you'd done.
That sounds like posh skiing to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's like,
The French Alps. That's for
Is
fucking
skiing
people on
not
the
all
dole.
posh?
well, everyone thinks skiing is all posh, and then there's more expensive versions of it. Like there's cheaper places
Really
to
put you
ski.
down, money? Go on skiing in the French Alps.
There's cheaper. I reckon Switzerland.
You go on
sounds like
caravan at the
pricey.
weekend, John. Yeah, in the French Alps. With me skis and me 11 kids.
That's me. That's what I do.
Roger
that me?
Federer is genuinely pulling that country up. When he dies, they're fucked.
What a sportsman. One of my greatest regrets not seeing him in the flesh.
Same. Messi at the new camp, Federer at Wimbledon. I'll never forgive myself for not just doing it.
Yeah.
Couldn't give two fucks about tennis. But
Right.
he was seemed like a nice guy as well, didn't he?
Oh, he's graceful. He's
Just a
beautiful,
beautiful man.
tennis player.
You want to fuck Roger Federer?
I would.
Bad, mate.
Ever sportsman, he's up there.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Next one from Shane Smithers. Underrated or overrated? Tortilla wraps. I think they make every food better. You can put any food in a wrap and it makes it better.
Well, that's just absolute bollocks, isn't it? You can't put a butty in a wrap.
What, a butty in a wrap?
can't
Yeah,
put
can't
a
put a burger in a
butty
wrap. Burger buns are better than wraps.
Ooh, that's close, that, I think.
What, for burgers?
Love a
Oh,
wrap.
no, for burgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. He's
Oh, right.
saying
I thought
a tortilla wrap would be better than a burger bun.
Yeah, you can't put a burger in a wrap. You're free. I do like a wrap.
Like, he's talking shite. They're rated fine. They're good for certain things and they're bad for everything else. Everything they're used for traditionally, they're good for. And everything else, dog shit.
I'm
that's
not
why they're
having
used for it.
I'm not having my cornflakes in a wrap.
No?
Nah, I reckon Adam's got
I
a
don't think
point.
you're a rapsman though, are you?
I am. I like a Nando's in a wrap.
Do you like a burrito?
Do you know what? I've never tried. Let me press smooth. I've never tried a burrito.
Smooth.
We've got you one.
Wow. God, it's like I knew.
Dan versus food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Da. Oh, let me just remember to turn this stuff up down. Oh, no, it's too loud.
Do you know what's in a burrito?
Oh, the Cholula as well.
Oh, shit, it's a burrito. Oh, nice.
Could have gone to a little more effort there, Steve. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'll try. Oh, poor Steve. Fucking running around the city centre buying food.
There you go, lad.
Let's introduce it.
Yeah, it's cooking for you. Like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oh, no, let's cover that.
Dan?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Dan versus Food. Dan is a 42-year-old man with food phobias, and every week we make him try a food that he's never tried before for your viewing pleasure. This week, the burrito.
Apart from those weeks where everyone forgets.
Do you want to move them bottles so we can see the burrito, please?
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
The hot sauce, of course.
Tell me what a burrito is.
It's a wrap that's
these
full
are
of
nice.
rice and beans and chicken and yeah.
It's just a lovely Mexican, a classic Mexican dish.
You just want to have a nice big mouthful. Make sure you get a bit of everything in.
That looks very sweaty. This looks like a Nando's wrap that I don't want.
Do you take the fillings out of?
You got to take a big bite and get, because there's so much.
What's our predictions? Do you think
I think you're going to like it.
Oh, a bit of avocado in there as well. That's
Oh,
nice.
avocado. I grew up eating avocado. What's an avocado?
Avocado is just like a
Is that guacamole?
It's like a butter veg.
Is that like guacamole avocado? Oh, God. So sloppy.
Dan, it's all dead nice.
Right. How am I going to... All right.
Me what?
Hey, you good boy. What are we saying there then?
Oh, De Niro's out.
Oh.
What are we saying?
Is it busy?
Oh, the beans. Very plasticky smell it, tasting, aren't they?
No.
A bit. It's a weird taste.
Stop eating the crisps. You know you like crisps.
They're making it
Come on,
easier.
give us a rating.
I don't like it.
What don't you like?
You're not scared of it, are you?
Do you like rice?
No, that's a good point, actually. That's a good distinction. There you go. Do you know what? When I was young,
Scared of burritos.
when my mum realised that I hated food, that's why I ended up eating a cheese toastie and a plate of fruit. I didn't really love cheese toasties, but she went, "Oh, you can eat it, can't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't." I was like, "I don't like it." She was like, but you can eat it. This is the same. I could eat this, so I just wouldn't choose to. Ooh.
What do you think's in there?
Phobia rating and a proper rating.
Phobia rating 6. Actual real life 3.
There you go.
I didn't love it.
Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next week when he's having yogurt.
What about the hot sauce, Dan? You into hot sauce?
Yeah, I like hot sauce.
Oh, I thought that was something you'd never had.
I love hot sauce. I'm not going to have it on yogurt. Now then, ladies and gents, time to talk about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's NordVPN.
You know what a VPN is now?
I forget.
You forget. But they're still your favourite sponsor.
Absolutely.
A VPN is a way to upgrade your internet security whilst also giving you the ability to set your location to anywhere on God's green earth
Smart.
for your internet provider. And it means you can watch films on Netflix that aren't available on the British Netflix by setting it to another country like Uganda or Mozambique or Tunisia or the States or Canada or Mexico. Wherever you fancy going on holiday, you don't have to get on a plane anymore. Just get NordVPN and off you pop. You can watch the
Footy.
Watch the footy when it's not broadcast on British channels.
100%.
You can set it to another country where they are broadcasting it, sign up to a streaming provider for it, and watch it there. And here's the thing: if you go to nordvpn.com/have-a-word, you're getting 72% off and 4 free months when you sign up for the 2-year plan. It's the best VPN in the game. It's the one I use, the one Carl uses, it's the one Dan will use when he eventually figures out what these things are. Dan, what's the website again?
NordVPN.com/have-a-word.
72% off and 4 free months with the 2-year plan. Go and upgrade your internet security and go on a little web holiday to Turkmenistan.
Nice. Some of the best Netflix.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part 3 of 4. Horatio's here. Carl.
Hello.
He deserves more.
It's all fast. Horatio Gould. But hang on.
Gould or Gould?
It's Gould.
Horatio Gould.
Gould.
Yeah. Carl.
Hello.
You were just saying that you don't like fucking your missus when she's hyperactive.
Oh, thank God. I genuinely thought you were talking about your kid then, because that's a relief. That's the missus.
No, I
Jesus
didn't
Christ.
say that. I didn't say that.
No, but you did make her sound like a kitchen. She gets all wild. She gets overtired.
Because we're talking about tantrum and the baby thing, and then you start
Have you ever met a woman?
No, actually, that's one of my things. I've never met a woman yet. I'm hoping to.
And you won't.
And I came here, and I was like, did everyone do the same joke at the same time?
That is everyone. That's
No.
6 for 6.
No women here. We said Adam's getting overtired and he's getting all like.
Basically, I haven't had enough sleep and the coffee hasn't affected me. Our lovely Harold has gone to get us a coffee now to hopefully pick me up. But you know when a little baby is just over fucking tired and they start acting out? That's how I feel right now.
I said before bed, Serica.
And then Carl said, and that's when I fuck him.
No, I said Serica gets like bitey and like not annoying.
Why would that not be like sex time?
It's not sexy bitey. It's like give me your arm, I want to hurt you. Because she's getting all that.
That is sex biting now. Hurt me. I want to be hurt.
Carl, is everything all right with Serica?
Yeah,
She gets tired. You finish the bill. You're tired, and then she just fucking nibbles you. She goes, "Come here."
God, does Laura not get overtired and start like acting up, being like naughty? And then
But you like the kinky stuff. That's your vibe, right? You love it.
Piss on me, bite me, punch me in
she
the
doesn't
head.
piss
Who?
on me
Who
before
are you talking
bed.
about? Him or me?
I was talking about him. I don't know. Are you into the kinky stuff?
I'll
as well?
take a bite anytime.
Me,
I just want a bit
play
of affection.
singles.
Oh, really?
Just straight down the line, no nonsense.
Oh,
Sean
you-
Deitch. That's how I approach sex.
Deitch.
Is that your
Really?
It's just hoof it up, get the job done. I'm like an SAS SWAT team. I'm in and out. That sounds like I'm nailing it. No, it's just more I can get a job done in 45 seconds.
Route one.
Flan, yeah.
Route one.
Bin Laden's been
Are
killed
you familiar?
immediately. Yeah.
That's mad, though.
You don't even know I was there. You know, I'm getting the chopper
That's
out.
off problem, actually.
Yeah, it's, to be honest.
Doesn't
Yeah,
even know she's being fucked.
Are you playing 4-4-2 in the bedroom?
yeah, exactly. Solid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Centre halves who can't play football, but
Exactly.
they can head everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally get a big win. You know.
Know your limits.
If that would turn me on.
No, I
If
get
my
that.
missus was overtired and started biting me, that would do stuff.
You like dressing up and stuff as well, right? That's kind of your.
Yeah.
What's your favourite
Weddings.
character? What's your avatar? Or maybe Avatar, the blue guys.
If
Would
a
that get
girl
you
has
going?
got, like, there was a girl the other day that I matched with on one of the apps. Purely, like, I didn't even look at her face just because she was dressed in a cowgirl outfit, like the tied sort of, like it's like a shirt that's been tied.
Did she have udders
Denim
or
shit.
no?
Was that a woman?
She did, mate, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And short denim shorts and a cowgirl hat.
But you like cowboy stuff's your thing as well. Woo! That's a double whammy.
Cowboy tennis player. You shouldn't ever combine it, but
Yeah.
if a lady did and put that on an app,
Any sort of fancy dress does it for me. As long as they're not trying to look scary. Like if they're looking a little tiny, like anything there's a hint towards sexy.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson Thriller, that
Yeah,
outfit. That'll get you
but,
going.
no, but genuinely, like,
Scream mask?
what?
Scream mask?
No.
What about a green screen onesie?
You know,
That's a tricky one.
No, but they're quite tight
green
to the
man.
body, aren't they? You're
Yeah.
seeing all the contours
Yeah.
of a lady's
Paw Patrol,
figure.
anything, just any fancy dress, Peppa Pig, a
If
shoe.
it's done in the right way, I can get on board with Peppa Pig.
But would you need a narrative to get you going?
No, I often skip right to the
So
middle.
is
of
it
the
just you're just having sex with someone normally they're just dressed up?
A lot
you
of
don't
the
need,
women-
you don't need to.
No,
you don't need
I
a
can't deal.
backstory, a
I
context.
can't deal with the fakery. I can't have her coming in and going, well, howdy, my man.
She's dressed
I'm
as
a
an
little
alien.
cowgirl."
Did you want
Yeah.
to fuck me at Christmas?
What?
I was dressed as Peppa Pig at our Christmas party.
I don't know that Christmas song.
You want to fuck
No.
me at Christmas?
Because that wasn't... No.
I hope not.
Because you haven't got good enough udders.
Yeah, but anything like that, yeah. That's a little kink.
So you don't need the character. So once the costume's on, she's like, Adam, I'm a fucking cowgirl, bum my head off. You don't need like yeehaw.
No.
Oh, no.
There's no script development.
Yeah, just keep the same voice. You don't like any voice.
Yeah,
to it.
like the artifice of sex does my head in. And I know that sounds mad. What?
Wonderful.
Like, do you know, like someone being so over the top, like, I fucking woo.
What? So the noises.
Calm down, girl.
Lou.
I'm not into that. Like, look, just like we both know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, pussy.
You don't want the porny noises. You want it to be as close to like cavemen.
I want to know she's having a good time.
Sure.
You know?
But just with a thumbs up occasionally.
Yeah.
Fucking
Like she's
belting
bacon.
that.
Yeah.
So tennis costume on. Not even like I've just been to fucking Wimbledon, me lad. Just one fucking 2 sets to 1.
Yeah, because I know she hasn't. We've just got back from Asda. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, which is the sexiest of all the times, isn't it?
Is she shopping?
Once you get back from Asda, you make a weird little selection of food for lunch, and then you bum her head off. Fact. Get the costume on. What have you come as? A Asda delivery driver.
You're taking the piss. I know you all are. But genuinely, that would ruin it for me if she was like, I've just got back from Wimbledon. I'd be like, you haven't. We've been fucking in Sefton Park all day feeding the ducks.
So what does the fancy dress do then?
It just looks good, doesn't
No,
it?
I'm gonna break it down to its simplest form. He likes girls in short skirts, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not just short skirts.
So is it the
So
same
if
thing?
she wore jeans,
Yeah. Like a girl in jeans and a cow, like looking all country. That's like she's dressed up as something. She's made an effort. I think I just like effort.
no, but you don't like effort.
High court judge.
You don't like if they wear lingerie.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean effort for the things that I like.
Get dressed. I love you.
Look at her wearing jeans. High class lady. Take me to Asda and then you get your fucking head bummed in.
She got dressed. She made an effort. Sexy bitch.
Like jeans are sort of Western attire, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They absolutely are. But you've never done anything. You've done Sean Dyche 442. But have you never had a girl go,
a girl wants-
Horatio, I want to try something different?
Well, it happened once at uni. I had a run-in with a local. I went to uni in the Amazonian forest. No, I went to uni in Warwick, and at a house party at my house, a local had come in.
A Coventry local.
And so this all happened.
Because it's not Warwick, is it?
It's not. I've never been to Warwick in my life.
It's Coventry.
They don't want to say that because you
yeah.
wouldn't come otherwise. And I didn't come that night.
Yes, you would.
actually.
Coventry's wonderful.
Is that a big demo?
No, I got an email. So there's a video of me on the internet promoting my tour saying I'm going to all the best places. I'm not going to any shitholes though, like Coventry. However, since then we have added Coventry.
Oh, I
and
see.
I did get an email. Well, I didn't get an email. Jack got an email
From the mayor of Coventry.
from Coventry this week saying, why is Adam being rude to Coventry?
Oh fuck! You're getting to the size now where you can get mayors getting pissed off what you're saying. That is annoying.
Yeah.
It was actually the
Because I'm
girl that
slagging
you
off
fucked.
Coventry all the time. No one gives a fuck.
So a local broke in.
Well, yeah, and then it happened within 15 minutes. She said, "Do you want to go up to your room and have sex?"
Fuck?
This is from start to finish. So I meet her on the dance floor in my living room at uni. We go
dance
up
floor?
to. So this
What kind
we're
of
having a
house is
house party. So we'd moved all the sofas back. It was like a after party at uni.
Right.
So it wasn't. We don't
I've
have
never
a
been to a
dance
party
floor
where
enough.
they make a dance floor in the house. That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just moved all the sofas
You've been
back.
to a party where people have been dancing.
Yeah,
They didn't have a separate dance floor room.
Yeah, but if you say where's Dan, you don't say the dance floor. You say the living room, don't you?
How big was the
He's
house?
used the
Horatio?
word
was
dance
not that
floor,
big.
and he was talking about his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your dance
fair.
floor?
It's the kitchen, isn't it? It's usually the kitchen.
Yeah, and then we went up to my room, and she immediately wanted me to like punch her, and and I wasn't giving it enough. She was telling me to hit her more. Then she was trying to get me to like fist her, and I wasn't into
15
it.
minutes.
Well, this is from start to finish. So this is from meeting her, going up to the room,
Punching
being
her then.
forced to fist her, really like not into it at all.
Was she homeless?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't think you can be unenthusiastic about fisting.
No, not at all. I
Do you know
think
what I mean?
also being like, I was like kind of like Hugh. Imagine Hugh
Like,
Grant's
fisting's
fisting.
got to be a bit...
Oh, yeah.
Can't be like you're trying to knead
Oh,
bread.
sorry. No, is this right? Oh, Christ. Oh, Jesus. Tell me if I hurt you. Oh, Christ. You're like a marigold. Jesus. And then
That's a fast 15 minutes.
and
innit?
then I said I'm not into this. And then
I'm not into
I
this,
never
well, get
saw her again. Yeah, that was that. And that all happened. And then my friend who hadn't seen me for 15 minutes said, "How are you?" And I said, "You won't believe what's just fucking happened, mate." Christ. And also, no one else saw us. I don't know if I was just having a fever dream and this is just some fucked up thing, but Christ.
Imagine if I hadn't seen you for 15 minutes. I was like, I just fisted someone.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I hope it wasn't just a neighbour coming round to complain about the noise. And
What, and
you
then
were
she
so
got into
pissed,
it?
you were like, all right, I'll take you upstairs.
Or maybe it was a marigold and then I just imagined it all, you know.
I had a woman, I'm sure I've told you this before. She repeatedly asked me to slap her harder across the face. And on the third or fourth go,
It's
I
a
give
tough
it.
choice there, you know.
Well, I
How
was
hard do you
like-
go?
She was like, do it properly. And I was like, and she's like, fucking properly. And she was like, oh, come on. And I proper went for it. And then she went,
What,
oh,
stamp
fuck
down,
off.
bang.
She slapped me back.
Novak
She got me
Djokovic,
ear.
top thin.
I had ringing in my ears for 2 weeks.
Yeah, she said you've been tangoed and got off.
Well, she counterpunched.
What?
She counter.
She
so as soon-
belted me, and I hadn't asked for that.
Oh, I see.
Did she move out the way at that?
And she was a local.
Exactly. What outfit was she wearing?
What?
Dressed as Donald Trump. I don't know what was
She
her.
was in her fucking birthday suit, mate.
That's a worry, though, isn't it? That they go, hit me. Nah, hit me harder. Again. More. And then they go, fucking hell.
I'd want written.
That's too far.
I'd want written consent before that.
It's always sexy, innit? Getting a non-disclosure agreement out before you bonk.
If you say come upstairs and punch me head, I'm like, you're gonna have to do a video where you say you want this.
WhatsApping Matthew going, I need a contract drawing up.
It's
Get
like
done.
it's already in your inbox. It's been there for 3 days. I knew she was coming.
I'm not doing that without any some kind of video evidence that she wanted me to batter her.
Oh, in case she goes to the police afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like a hostage video, though. If you're like saying, I want him to batter me.
I think that video is more incriminating.
Yeah.
What?
It's a horrendous
She
video.
goes to the police.
It would be under duress, wouldn't it?
No, you're laughing. Both of you's like,
Go on, tell me.
Do the video saying you consent. Laugh more. Great. Now let's have sex.
it's like when the Joker's recording a feather upside down in the Dark Knight. Great scene. The dogs like it as well.
Never do Batman references with the dogs. They'll go fucking
I'm not
mental.
punching anyone's head in without them, someone else knowing they wanted it.
Did you not punch Sarah's head in?
No,
Not even when she's overtired and nibbling you.
I want to.
Get off, girl.
No, I'm not punching anybody in the sex place.
I think my happy juice is here.
It is.
Oh, coffee him up. Beautiful. You're right with that, Horatio.
I'm fine with that.
Do you want a coffee, Horatio?
I'm all good, thanks. I've got this liquid death. Very disappointing.
No, it's nondescript tin water. Actually,
Amazing.
you haven't paid us.
Did you start comedy at uni or did you start later on?
You ever done
Nice.
King Gong?
Yes, I did. King Gong.
Hang on.
Funny you should ask that, actually.
This guy, he knows how to podcast.
Have you ever done King Gong?
Yeah, I did it once.
How'd it go?
I got gonged off after 4.5 minutes because someone in the Manchester Comedy Store shouted Gerard in a really Scouse accent. So he went, Gerard! And I went, eh. And Roger Monkhouse went, that wasn't fucking good enough. And he gonged me off.
Oh, he did it. So it wasn't the audience. It was just.
No, but I was the third Scouser on that night, and the first two had been gonged off for being Scouse. So I think they'd sort of got over it
Oh, I see.
by
Yeah.
the time.
I don't think the Manchester one is the Manchester one as bad as the London one. For
It wasn't.
Like,
It wasn't for a while, and then I think they were like, you know what?
Yeah.
This isn't like the London one enough. So I think they were like, come, because that's the whole thing with King Gong.
Yeah.
If you've never heard of us talk about the Comedy Store's like very very first gig you apply for is King Gong. You're trying for 5 minutes. There's 3 cards up. If 3 cards go, there's a gong, and you're gone.
It's the most brutal gig in the world. I
But
don't know why we ever
London's
put.
next level,
It's
isn't it?
crazy.
Yeah.
It's. I know. Did they invent the idea of? Because the Americans weren't doing gong shows like that. They've got Kill Tony now, but I think it's quite a British invention. It's a real
Oh,
like.
the Gong Show's I think an old TV show, isn't it?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where you'd this kind of gladiatorial thing.
Yeah.
At the Comedy Store King Gong, where it makes you really feel like it's undignified enough at times bombing as a comedian, but giving the audience more chances just to. I felt like a medieval peasant in the stocks being chucked with tomatoes, you know.
100%. And
Yeah.
if there's 3 good acts in a row, by the 4th one, the crowd are like, come on.
Yeah.
What are we here for? So you
Yeah.
are sort of, it's a tricky gig because most gigs,
Yeah.
if you're good, you'll do all right. And if you're shit, you'll be gone.
Yeah.
But there's things that come into play with a gong show. Like exactly like, are you going on after 2 Scousers and
Are
you're
you a
Scouse?
woman?
That might
Off immediately.
Right, yeah. I've seen people get gonged off for walking on weird. Like with the confidence
Well, mate,
gone,
this is what I was trying to
strange,
talk about. So I do King Gong. I've never done it before. I go on. First joke, fine. Second joke, not fine. Third joke, bombs. I'm out in 40 seconds. Obviously, go out like this every time a gong show. Just give it these. Going out. 2 acts after me, a man with severe Down syndrome. I guess is the best way of saying it.
Severe Down syndrome.
That's the only
Yeah,
way
not
of saying
light Down syndrome, not diet Down syndrome. The full blown Down syndrome.
Okay.
And crutches.
it. Diet does.
Comes on the stage, all right? And I've never seen.
He's Down syndrome and he's broke his legs.
Oh no, I don't think it was broken legs. I think it was part of the package deal. And so
Are you
he
sure it was Down syndrome and not
It sounds like
one of the other ones?
polio.
No, it was. I think he
I'm all right,
had
thanks.
Down syndrome, but he might have had something else as well. I think it was a lot
Right.
of things going on.
Okay.
Did a polio at him?
And
Hasn't polio gone now? Sorry to interrupt.
I
Isn't
think
that
so.
eradicated? Like smallpox.
It got there was a vaccine for it. Yeah. Back in the day, it was the original. Are you going to take it? You know.
I always remember a man came to fix my washing machine in mum's house when I was little, and to get on the floor, he just like threw his legs to the side and sat down. And I went, Mum, what's wrong with that man? She went, he's got polio. And that's all I know about polio.
What, you mean full blown or diet polio?
polio zero?
Fucking producers. Go on, Horatio.
this guy comes to the stage, so he hobbles to the stage. All right, that's just descriptive. And I've never seen anything like this before. Someone shouts, "Disabled cunt." All right, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. This is horrendous. I'm like, what are we doing? This is awful.
That is a bold.
And then he's coming out.
heckle.
He's now shaking. He's terrified. And then people start booing him, and he gets gonged off. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I cannot believe it. All right. And then I'm leaving because this is horrendous. And he's outside having a go at the bouncer, saying, "I've never been treated this badly in my life. This is awful." And the bouncer has no interest in it. I've never seen anyone worsely treated in my life. And then he sees me, and he says, "Look, mate, I have no way of getting back. I've come down here on my own." He'd come from Durham on the megabus because basically he just typed in comedy gigs London. He just thought it was a normal gig because that's what happens when you type it on Google. The first thing that comes up is London King Gong. So he just thought it was going to be like an open mic. He's come on his own on a megabus down from Durham to do this one gig. So then in this weird night, I had to basically carry him down the stairs at Oxford Circus tube station and get him on the bus back. And this whole thing took about 2.5 hours. At one point as well, he started slagging off my set. And I was like, lad, oh, you know, Christ. You know, I'm helping you. Like I was doing a good deed, but Christ, you know.
I've got some notes.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're at Victoria Coach Station. At this point, it's about 1 a.m. because I'm waiting with him to try and get the last megabus back. And there's no ramp to get onto the bus. And then he starts screaming at the driver. And still, I can't believe how badly these people are treating this guy with Down syndrome, right? And finally, they get him on. And the driver says he does this every week, which was a weird sign. I didn't really understand what that meant.
You mean the guy that you were helping does it every week?
Yeah.
Not that he's just like, I'm always a driver.
Yeah, no, he wasn't saying that. I'm just...
Yeah.
We jobbed it.
I do this every week.
So I give him my number, and to be honest, I just started in comedy, and my friends from uni hadn't moved to London yet, and so I kind of became like sort of pen pals with this guy for the next kind of 3 or 4 months. This kind of weird thing where we'd like call and chat.
What's his name?
I don't want to say because I don't know if he's still gigging, but I do know it. And then this is where it starts taking a weird turn. So I'm speaking to him, we're getting on, and we're getting on. We're making each other laugh. Like we're developing quite a friendship. And I'm thinking, to be honest, I'm feeling like this is quite a good deed that I've done in many ways. And then he says something which, in retrospect, I should have maybe been more, I don't know, litigious. I don't know. He said that basically Remembrance Sunday was coming up, right? And he was saying that he was going to lay a wreath at the cenotaph because of his work for charities for people who are with disabilities. And he says he needs someone to push his wheelchair during Remembrance Sunday. Sorry. And so he said, would you like to do it? And I guess I didn't really think much about it because I'm like, the idea that none of my friends know I have this friend, and the idea that they're watching Remembrance Sunday and there's like me pushing a guy with Down syndrome with one of those, you know, the wreaths. And he also said we're going to meet the Queen. So there'd be a dinner afterwards when we meet the Queen. And I just didn't really think about it because I just really I thought this would be an incredible experience, you know. But then slowly more and more, he kept taking things away. He was saying like, okay, we're not going to meet the Queen, you know.
Queen's off the table.
Yeah, and then he kept cancelling, you know, things, and it just didn't all add up. And I realised he'd been lying to me the whole time. And before you know it, I'm shouting at this guy because he's really hurt my feelings. And that's when you're shouting at a guy with Down syndrome for lying to you. That's when you're like, you know what? Maybe this good deed, I feel I'm in too deep with this one. I feel, and I've never told anyone that story before because I don't know how I feel about it morally. But I just.
When did you last speak to him?
After that, after I was shouting at him for lying to me, and I was like, hang on a minute, what am I doing? This is insane. And then so it was probably 4.5 years ago. It was right at the beginning of comedy. So yeah, King Gong was one of the weirdest gigs of my life. Anyway, any weird gig stories with you guys?
A lot of people try and get laid after gigs.
Nope.
Not your style, Horatio.
Pen pal, 4 months to set Down syndrome. That's my style. That's how I like
That
it.
sounds like a fucking brutal night at the Comedy Store.
It was awful. I've never seen
I
anything
mean,
like
that's
it.
not the Comedy Store is not. That must be a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
Like really, that kind of crowd.
shouting
I know they're.
I don't know.
I know they're rough.
I haven't gone back there since. I don't know. If they're
I
still
love
like
King
that.
Gong.
Haven't you
I love
hosted
hosting
it?
it.
You've hosted, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. It's well in my wheelhouse to host it like that.
Yeah, be audible.
Yeah, but like you've got to, when you host it, you've got to keep it on the tracks because it has to be my show.
Yeah, you're introducing these.
It's the
new-
compares show.
Yeah.
And you have to keep proper control over it because if the audience get too much control of it, it just descends into absolute nonsense. Because the audience think they want it to be worse than they do. Like they go baying for blood and they're like, oh, this is going to be fucking horrible. This is great. But if it's actually just the audience cutting everybody off, it's just a horrific show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes just
We had
dead
a-
men
We had a
walking.
Gong show years ago, me and Adam. It was one of the first things we did together. A
Baby
Gong
Blue.
show. Yeah.
And you have a little gong show, don't you? That you made.
I did,
Gave it
yeah,
to the
yeah,
world.
Yeah, yours is quite
got me
big.
banned from the Comedy Store for 20 years.
Did it?
Yeah. But we've sorted that out. Adam helped me sort that out just as I stopped gigging on the circuit. Just
Why did it get you banned?
literally every turn with the Comedy Store. And I'd still love to gig there. I'd like to do shows there.
Yeah.
It's just been one of those clubs right from the off that every time I've tried to make it work, there's just been like something's gone wrong. There's been a
So you're
disagreement
banned?
or well, I started something called Beat the Frog, which was
Oh, I see.
obviously
Yeah.
a photocopy of what they were doing at the Comedy Store. But I was like, it's similar, but they won't mind. It's an old TV show. They did mind.
I see. Yeah.
And then I just thought they just didn't give me work for ages. And then a couple of years ago, they basically softened on it, spoke to Adam, and it was all sorted out. And I've gigged for them a couple of times in Manchester, but just on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
The weekend venue for the Comedy Store is gone. The Manchester Comedy Store is no more. They've got a gig on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and I'm also not gigging on the circuit as much. So it's all just been.
Have you ever
Very
been
frustrating.
in the London Comedy Store?
I've never been
Set foot.
in the Comedy Store in London.
That's
Mad.
insane, isn't it?
I know. So as we're having this conversation, I'd still like to, but because it feels weird that I've been a stand-up for so long and never. I feel like a footballer that's not played at like
You haven't done all the side
Old
quests.
Trafford or like
You know.
the Emirates or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a weird one. It's
Yeah.
That is weird.
I totally know what you mean. When the nights on the other side of it,
Yeah.
when the crowd all turn up to those nights and they're too nice, that doesn't work either.
No, you need a bit
Because
of...
everyone's just doing 5 minutes and you're almost like
That
you feel
doesn't-
like a cunt when you're sort of willing people because
That doesn't happen at that one, though.
no.
I think British people just love it though. I think there's something about there's that tall poppy syndrome thing. They love someone trying something and then you have the chance to just tear them down. It's just
And if
such
someone's
a
being too nice with their card,
Yeah.
the audience will shout, "Get the fucking cards up!"
Yeah.
Like and it goes.
but it's such an insane human experience being gonged off. Like it's already an insane thing to do, stand-up comedy, standing on stage in front of loads of people, trying to make them laugh. But the idea when that first card goes up, just that feeling in your head, knowing that you're going
it's
to
so
get
funny
thrown
watching
off.
comics react
Yeah.
to the first card going up because it's
And
like
there's like
everyone
a
goes.
pitch.
They go right. Well, there's a card up, so what I better do now is speak so quickly that no one can understand. the next joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to give
You
props to
pitch
anyone
up.
who survived 2 cards up.
Yeah.
And like you'd see a 5-minute set. The second card, this didn't happen very often. Like a minute and a half in, the second card would go up. And in the Frog, that's not a big room. The cards were only ever on the floor because I couldn't see the balcony. So the cards were close. So they'd be able to do 3.5, 4 minutes with 2 cards up. I'd give them props for that. I'm like, you might not win, but that is proper comedy.
Yeah.
To be able
That's
to go,
really on the
cool,
edge.
this is really not going well. I like, as much as it sounds brutal, I think as a comic, you need to be able to survive that sort of shit. I know
True.
it's not the be all and end all, but there are going to be gigs that are absolutely horrific, soul destroying, they're going to feel hard work. And you can't take it too personally. You've got to be able to go, oh, that was dog shit. And it's got to make you go, but I want to do better next time, rather than go, I can't.
It's definitely the most psychotic part, though. I think being gonged off, that feeling of bombing and being thrown off, it's when it's just like you realise how addicted you are.
At the
to this.
Frog, we started playing Beck, I'm a Loser. Hey, I'm a loser, baby.
What happens if you
Why
win
don't you kill me?
with your 5 minutes and then you haven't got another 5 minutes?
What do you mean?
Don't you have to do another 5 minutes at the end, or am I making that up? Is that an envy thing?
Completely making that up.
Really? thought you had to do it.
I know. I've heard of like nights that have tried to do something like that.
So what he's thinking of is when Hot Water first started.
Yeah.
In the nightclub, they had the Sunday open mic night, which was their original show, and then the first show they ever added to their roster was Friday night, and they called it "Whose Headline Is It Anyway?"
Oh, yeah.
And there would be a comic who did 15 minutes and opened the show and got paid like 50 quid, and there'd be a break, and 3 comics in the middle would do 10 minutes each. And then there'd be a clap off in the third section for those 3, and the winner would have to do another 10 minutes, but they got paid 100 quid for winning and headlining.
If you're not a patron of Have a Word, sign up at patreon.com/haveawordpod. My last ever Beat the Frog is on our Patreon.
The Last Dance, it's called.
The birth of
What, the
Jamie
whole show?
Hutchinson, that.
Yeah.
Or just your set?
A lot of it, innit?
Yeah.
We cut out some of the sets
Yeah.
because some of it was actual people's material. Like I called in favours from mates. We
see.
had mates of ours. Some of the
It's a
newer
special
acts
one.
that were doing it at the time.
Some pro comics got gonged off.
Oh, that's great. That's nice. I like that. Have you seen Russell Hicks's King Gong set? It's one of the greatest 5 minutes of all time. I think it's still on his YouTube. You know how he improvises all of his shows? He goes on last, so he's 25th. He goes on, does Russell Hicks, completely improvised, and he wins the whole thing. And it's one of the most unbelievable 5 minutes I've ever seen. To go on at the end of King Gong with no material and just absolutely demolish, it's just incredible.
Hang on, was he brand new at the time?
I don't know how long he'd been going.
Because
I mean,
that's like
No, he moved
skills.
over here after having started in America, I think.
No,
He's great.
yeah.
I love some of his
Yeah.
clips, man. He's a funny guy.
But improvising at King Gong, no material.
he doesn't improvise ever. I've seen some brilliant Russell Hicks clips where it's clearly stand-up.
No.
But he
most
tries
of
to
it's
avoid
improvised.
material as much as he can. Like it's all he tries
Wow.
to do. He has a couple of things he goes back into, but he hates doing it. It's
Well,
nearly
then
all.
his ability to
Yeah.
observe
best.
and work through an idea on the... Because some of those clips that Russell... if you don't know who we're talking about, go and find Russell Hicks. He's a very funny comic. American guy living in London.
My favourite to
Man,
watch on the
I just
circuit.
thought they were just stand-up clips.
Yeah.
Mad.
That's why he can do so many clips, because it's every show is completely different. He's by far... He's the only MC that I've seen people like not like because he's too funny and everyone else bombs.
He used to have that.
Really? That you'd
Yeah.
kill too hard as an MC and then no one else can keep that up? Because that's what Russell does. It just...
Well, yeah. There's bad MCing though, innit? I always
Yeah.
felt like everyone should be ripping it.
Because the audience don't even
do you
know
know
an
what? Bad
MC's...
MCing is when you're trying to fuck people
Yeah.
up. It's not your fault if you're
Yeah.
ripping.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's anyone's job to not do as well as they can.
Yeah.
Like,
You've got to rise to it, you know?
yeah.
There is a way of MCing selfishly though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like doing over your time and like...
Yeah, but that's not what he's talking about. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
murdering and then going, right, here's your first act.
I remember,
Yeah.
I remember you saying that's in the room. Like, if he can do it, then
Yeah.
anyone's able to do it because it's there.
100%.
So why aren't you doing it if he is?
People used to hate following Paul Smith when he'd do his gym joke and he'd do his gym routine, which was about 12 to 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then he'd bring the middle act on. And it was on the weekends of Hot Water. People had just like really struggled to follow him doing this routine. And I was at a similar level to people who were doing those middle spots, but because it was Hot Water, I was always opening or closing. And then you'd hear little bitchy like bits of the circuit going, fucking hell, doing the middle of Hot Water on a Friday or a Saturday is like really hard because you've got to follow Paul Smith doing his gym routine. And it was just like, yeah, but just fucking ride the wave, like go on and fucking follow it.
Yeah.
Like, and if you can't, then you're not ready anyway. So
And also, Paul doesn't scupper the room. He's been doing it for 10 years. He knows how to get them rolling. He's not a selfish compere. He's
It's a hot
not
room.
doing it to scupper anything. He's not doing...
no, just to be clear though, this was 10, 15 years ago. 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a very like
Peter Kay used to compare the Frog. We are talking back in the D's here. This is before I ever gigged. He'd already gone from the circuit, and he used to compare in a way that was like he'd be doing
Would you gig with him?
35. No, he'd gone. He was already
Yeah.
so well known. So when did Top of the Tower come out? 99?
Yeah.
I reckon he was probably gone from the circuit 98, 99.
Didn't he write in his autobiography that he's never bombed or something? Am I getting that wrong?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see
Because his first gig was So You Think You're Funny.
right.
And he won So You Think You're Funny. Those were
Yeah, he
his
was
first
young,
gigs.
and there was a time when Johnny Vegas, Peter Kay, the Frog was just Chris Addison, their bills on a weekend. They've still got them, and then some names that we know, like young Alex Boardman and whatnot. But he used to do 35-40 and then bring an act on, and found a lion suit and came on in a lion suit
Yeah,
and started smoking. He just did the pissed off lion.
that's amazing.
But he'd do it for like 25, 30. And then
bring on a nervous
and then you're
open micer.
So don't get me wrong, it's fucking magic. And apparently the Frog, you couldn't get a ticket for Love and the Money. It was like standing room only because they just had a golden generation. By the time I got there, I got stage time real quick because it wasn't the golden generation. It all moved on and got TV and stuff. But it is like that. Apparently that was brutal to follow because going
But
and
he made it hard on purpose, didn't he?
yeah,
Allegedly.
apparently, like you hear some weird stories about Peter Kay that might not be true. It might be. It's like who knows, but I've heard a lot of them about wrapping the mic round the mic stand, which is if you ever go to a band like venue and they've got comedy on, that's what they think you want. They're like, oh, well, bands are used to this, so they wrap it round, and it's such a fucking pain for a comic.
That's quite funny. I'm
But
sorry, that's quite funny.
apparently, again, this might just be someone cunting him off who didn't like him. But yeah, a comic went up to the owner of the Frog and went, "You can't have him compare.
Yeah.
He's too good."
Yeah.
And the owner of the Frog, Dave, just went, "Fuck off," and never booked him again.
Yeah, that's
because
the right response.
if it's just that he's too good, then you need to be better.
Definitely.
Like if it's you're doing way too long and you're making it difficult on purpose, that's a different thing. But what anyone bitching about Paul doing, which is exactly how much time you're meant to do in the middle section, especially when people are coming to see Paul, just match it and rip it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're doing loads of other stuff as well as you stand up, aren't you?
For sure.
I mean, we're all massive Finn cells. We're all big Finn Taylor
thanks
fans.
very much. Yeah.
And you're
Well, definitely have a word in Finn versus the Internet. I think there's a lot of crossover. I think the kind of fans of these two shows. You know.
it's one of the very best things on the internet, isn't
thanks,
it?
And you helped produce and write that.
Yeah, it was just me, Finn, and Vittorio, certainly for the first two series, which is weird having no one to say no. Like I'm suggesting jokes to Finn and I'm begging him not to do them. It's really, I've written for like people before and I'll suggest a crazy joke and they're like, I can't do it. You suggest a crazy joke to Finn, he'll take it and they'll be like, no, like, seriously, this will come back and haunt me. And but he never gets in trouble. It's quite amazing how Finn just can.
Because some people, it's like Jess on it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this is what I do. Why are you watching that?
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
It's just, yeah, and he's very, very good at it. He's also very good at it, which I think people don't
It's kind of
really-
undeniably quite funny, I think, a lot of it. you
Yeah,
know? And if you don't like it, that's the thing with people who don't like the show, I respect it. It's just it's like a taste thing. It's like liking spicy food, you know?
Finn versus the internet. There's many compliments you can give it, but we started doing this and filming it and putting clips out. I think we were pretty much the first podcast in the UK
sure.
to go, we'll do an American style one. And
Definitely.
instead of it just being audio, we'll make a little studio. And obviously that was my spare room. And then it was Runcorn, it was here. And it's been the inspiration for a lot of other podcasts.
You've got
Maybe
25
it hasn't,
people working
but
here
there's
now.
but there's a lot of other podcasts now that look like this. And when people do what Josh Pugh or Alistair Green do, I've seen a load of other comics. I haven't seen anyone even attempt to plagiarize or rip off Finn versus the internet. It's almost like they've gone, oh, that's good, isn't it? I wouldn't even know how to start.
I wouldn't know how to start, to be fair. I write on the show and I wouldn't know how to start. Like, I don't know anyone, I would not be able to do what Finn does. I just don't, he has balls of steel to do that sort of stuff. But we get called out for like ripping off like 10 different shows in the comments because people don't realize it's basically a genre, which is like those sort of interviews.
I've seen people saying it's like between two ferns with Zach
Eric
Galifianakis.
Andre's show, Caleb Presley, Norm Macdonald, like they accuse us of everything, but it's just a genre that hasn't really been done in the UK properly yet.
Go and watch it. Let's have a break.
Interval. Hello, everyone.
What's happening, lads? Time to tell you about my absolute favourite and sexiest sponsor. It's lovehoney.co.uk, and we've got a promo code for you. It's WEIRD20. Gets you 20% off site-wide. And I'm telling you right now, if you or the woman or the man in your life is not coming enough or hard enough, you need to get to love, honey. This is the womanizer next. It's a little clit sucker. You put it on your wife's clit. She's going to spray so much all over the fucking bedroom. You're going to have to redecorate the walls. New wallpaper, new paint.
Top of the range clit sucker. And you're like, I don't think she needs it. Try it. What a present. You know, maybe you go romantic for Valentine's Day. What, flowers? Go to Bella Italia. I've got something better for you, love. The next.
Also, on top of all of this, you know, there's sexy outfits there. There's other sex toys. If she doesn't want a clit sucking using this machine, you can get something and shove it up her ass. Lovehoney.co.uk. Promo code WORD20. 20% off site-wide. Give your wife the gift of cum. And not from your cock. From her pussy.
Top of the range. Come on.
I'm not doing it anymore.
I know,
I'm
but
not a fucking
please.
dancing monkey for you, mate.
Part 4 of 4, ladies and gentlemen. A correspondence. Horatio,
Yes, mate.
we let the people do the work for us. Le correspondance.
We've got some confessions to start us off.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa, shit. What are they in?
Fuck about.
It's the radio edit.
I don't give a shit. I'm straight in.
Raw dogging us with the confessions feed.
Whoa.
Oh.
Not too much.
Wasn't it dogs or Johnny's?
Someone defo makes them.
Dog Johnny's.
Yeah. I'd be amazed if it's not a thing.
Surely not.
What are you talking about?
Just feels like something that someone would have created for, like, in Japan or something.
Yeah. You put a condom on a dog, you need to go to prison.
1 minute, I'm Googling it. Oh. There's dog condoms. Male
There isn't,
wraps.
though, is there?
Disposable male wraps.
Who's putting them on?
Who's putting them on and
it's
when?
it's for incontinent dogs.
Yeah, they're not.
No, there is actually. Animal Instincts pet condoms.
Put them pigs.
What are you talking about?
That is a trap. When you buy them, they get you the dress, they go and arrest you. Easy.
If you don't want your dog to breed,
Then you get his balls cut
You
off.
get it neutered.
That does seem
You don't
extreme.
teach him
That
about
is
the fucking
extreme, innit?
the birds and the bees, do you? Come here, son. Put
Teach
this
him
on
to
your
put-
cock. Now go and fuck it wherever you like.
Teach them to pull out.
Does it seem extreme? I know I've never owned a dog, and they're beautiful creatures, but to take something's balls, I know it's a necessity.
No.
It just feels rough, doesn't it?
It's
They can't
chemical,
be
isn't it?
trusted with their balls. They can't use them responsibly. You know, so you got to take them away.
Is it not chemical castration? Isn't physical, is it? Don't they just make it so they can?
No, they cut the balls off.
Do they actually lose the testic?
I always thought it was like neutering, as in like to.
No, you're thinking of rapists.
Yeah.
Do
I-
rapists
I'm
get
old.
neutered?
What?
Do rapists get neutered?
Rapists get chemically castrated, don't they?
Ah.
They used to, but then
You're always thinking, when you're thinking dogs, you're thinking rapists.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a rapist person.
Dog condoms are.
He's always walking.
Yeah,
rapist.
like that was for people who were convicted of rape. They would like chemically castrate them so they didn't have the urge to fuck anymore.
I see.
No,
As
they,
a way-
they used to physically castrate them, but that wasn't helping it because you were still getting the edge, but they didn't have a dick. They're like a dog with no dick.
Confessions. Confessions.
Just start the jingle again, shall we?
Let's not-
Anyway, go on.
This first one's from Joe Johnson. Confession. All right, lids, please keep this anonymous. I've been a home worker since COVID and it's all been bliss until recently when my girlfriend has been expecting me to do jobs round the house during my working hours.
Nope.
I don't mind the odd thing, but our time at work is monitored and it gets me in shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Recently, I decided to hire a tiny office space about 6 miles away from home and right near my gym.
6 miles.
6 miles away. Tiny.
And right near my gym and go there to work. I've told her we've been called back to the office and have my usual rant about how annoying it is when really it's just to get out of housework during the day. It's quiet, peaceful, and I've even got a little blow-up couch for my break times. Do I deserve penance or have I smashed it? Cheers,
Absolutely
Liz.
smashed it. She sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I agree. I
It's-
have the same sort of thing. Because I work from home, and my girlfriend refuses to treat what I do as a real job sometimes. Do you ever feel that? Because I'm writing cock jokes.
Yeah,
do you know what I
understandably.
mean?
I mean-
so then it's like, will you help me with this? And I'm like, I kind of would like to be. If I had a real job, you wouldn't be asking me this.
I'm halfway through a cock joke.
Exactly. I'm literally halfway. As I'm an artist at work. Can you please give me some respect? Picasso would not be treated like this. So I completely agree.
But
with
your
you.
girlfriend's quite creative as well.
She is.
She should be very
That means she's
understanding.
not that busy. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'd say. She's got, too creative, to be honest. I'd love her to have a real job. That'd be nice. One of us. You know?
Yeah.
I could work from home and I don't.
This is gonna go very wrong.
Why is it going to go wrong?
It's brilliant, and there is no. I'm not putting any penance on this. For me, no penance. Creative. It's good. It's gonna end up with something's going wrong. I love it. I think it's very well done, but it will cause a load of shit eventually. when she bumps into someone who works for you or works with you or something, it's going to fall around your fucking head. But enjoy the time you've got.
But surely, if she's reasonable, she will understand. When that happens, she will understand that this is all her fault.
She doesn't sound reasonable, though, to be fair. I don't know.
Well, if she's not reasonable, then you're not going to be asked when she breaks up with you.
Yeah,
if she kicks off about it and she's like, "What? You did this because you didn't want to clean the toilet?" And you're like, "Yeah, I did, yeah."
She's the reason he's there. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to be at home.
Yeah.
But he's had to do this because she wouldn't shut up.
She's the problem. Dump her.
No, don't dump her.
Wait till she
just
dumps
ride
you.
it out.
Yeah.
And when she finds out, you just go, "Yeah, your fault." Anyway.
And if she's doing you ready enough, just get another wife 6 miles away. Just start another family. Duck
6
in.
miles
Where
away.
are you? You're never here. You've got 2. Well better. And then when she, just keep going. It's a nightmare when she goes, "Hey, I need you back at home." I'm fucking 18 miles away. I'm 2 families away. Go on.
Right, next one. This is from Steve. I ripped a mean fart in the restaurant queue of a very busy IKEA. I turned and looked to see who was behind me. It was a baby on a pram. That's bad enough, but the smell was so bad, and the fact I looked at the baby made its parents think it had shit itself. This started a fight between the couple over who was going to change the baby. It went on for a minute or two before they both left the queue in a huff. Day ruined. Is my arse absolved, or do I need a spot of Jermaine?
You didn't tell them.
What's a spot of Jermaine?
Penance.
Oh, I see. Nice, very good.
Yeah, come on, catch
Sorry,
up,
mate,
Horatio.
sorry.
He didn't say, "Oh, your baby's pooed."
Imagine if you did. Your baby stinks.
Yeah. So I don't think he's done anything wrong.
Or just spoke to the baby. You dirty little bastard.
Yeah, he's just farted on a kid's head. Like, that's not a crime.
Probably
I don't think it is illegal to fart on a kid's head, no.
I think it is.
Oh, I think it's about distance. Either you get close enough, I think someone's going to have legal
Hang on,
complaint.
is that against the law?
They've assumed that their baby has shit its pants.
You
you walk
can't
past-
fart as an attack, I don't think. If that's like your move to attack a baby.
But if a kid's walking past an arse, like, you go, get on that kid.
But that's like manslaughter, it's like accidental manslaughter. It's involuntary. So I feel that would be
that'd
a
be a
Held
hell of
after
a
the
fart.
Pokemon wheezing.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm coughing.
What?
Take one.
One of his best attacks was a little fart, really.
Oh, was it? Is that 2 pints?
Smog. Smog.
Smoke screen.
Smoke screen, yeah.
I think you might have a problem with the authorities if you fart too close to a baby's head. Play it out.
No, but think about it in court. It would only come bad if it looked like you had purposely tried to fart on the baby's head, I feel.
Yeah.
If the baby's coming into your fart
no, that's what
stream,
I mean,
then I think it's on the baby.
the
I
state.
think as long as he's got his eyes on the meatballs, then he can fart wherever he likes.
Yeah, but just for anyone, it is when we were like it's not illegal to fart on a baby's head, and I reckon you could make it so.
How? What have you done?
Oh, no, it is illegal because that's implying you're sitting on the baby's head, right?
No, you've got
No,
get on that.
No touching.
Yeah,
no touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no reversing towards the child.
All right. Okay. That's all right.
Can't be like, get it at you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with farting on kids' heads. Don't put that in jail. I don't think there's anything
If
wrong
the
with
kid's just near your ass and you let a little one out, sometimes, by the way, sometimes you can't control a fart, sometimes it just comes out.
Also, the kid will have it won't affect the baby at all because it's a child. I don't know if that affects their learning. Will that traumatize them for later life? Does that? I think a fart. You won't. If you got fart on a head.
I'm not doing my own work. I can't breathe.
If Adam farted near a kid's head, they might not make it to university.
Oh, really?
That's the level of fart we're dealing with.
growing up in the
I had to use the bathroom yesterday after he'd recently used it. After Jack Finnegan had to get dressed in it. Oh my God. Wow. That could honestly take some years off your education.
You're saying if Adam farted on a baby, they'd be speaking on Diary of a CEO years later about how it traumatized them. About
Where's
Adam
that
Rowe
place in
farted
America
on
with
my
all the lead
face.
poisoning because of the water? Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah. Adam could cause some lead poisoning in kids if you kept farting on them.
It's genuinely not even that bad.
It's like a biological
too more than
crime.
most
It's
people.
biological warfare.
The parents need to go up
think
as
it's
well
fine.
and go, hang on, the smell's gone. That man's farted. The kid hasn't shit itself. Let's get our fucking meatballs.
He didn't do anything. He just farted and there was a kid nearby. And they all went, oh, the baby's pooed. You're going to have to do it. No, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to. And then they've got off and fucking gone to have a look for a poop together as a couple.
Well, there's clearly issues already in the relationship. I don't think he should be feeling any.
You lads, you're fine.
They sound bad.
Yeah,
don't they?
they're already on
The
edge.
baby's shit. You change it. No, you change it. Right, we're both fucking off and leaving it here. When we speak to each other again, we'll make a new one.
What do you do if you're out and Laura shit herself?
If Laura shits herself,
No, what happens if
I just
Jack,
get the baby to change her. Really,
what happens if
hands-on
Jack poos
family.
his pants? Are you going, it's me?
I pretend not to smell it, go about my business, and Laura goes, "Oh, he's pooed." I'm like, "No, it is really a case of whoever smelt it deals with it." And listen, I'm not even joking. It's very irresponsible to smell the poo and then go, "Oh, he's pooed," and it's on you, innit? So just pretend that you're busy.
How long would you leave it if Laura didn't pick up the fact?
Well, there is a point where it is gonna. It makes them.
if she starts doing that as well.
Yeah, if Laura's just like,
Mexican standoff.
Yeah. Eventually, after 2 months, social services will get involved. You know.
at what point will you just go, I'm going to change Jack, and have Laura just go, about time. It's been 6 hours.
Yeah. It's bad. It gives them a sore fucking.
How many times have you cleaned this
Crotch.
bum? I mean, are you a nappy changer or do you avoid
Yeah,
it?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to be.
I'm
Is it
never
green?
getting involved with that, me.
You're not going to change the nappies?
Not my job.
No.
Is it green?
Is it green?
Yeah.
He's nearly 3.
No, but baby poo's green, isn't it?
Oh, baby poo's all over the shop. They don't know how to poo. The first poo is like dark matter. It's like something Nibbler would do. It's unbelievable. Their first ever shit.
Dark matter.
The
So it's sort of
first
like
ever
it
shit-
bends space and time, sort of.
Yeah. Babies don't shit in the womb. Right? They know once they're out, they get a bit of fresh air, leave it
What,
12
they've been
hours.
holding it in for 9 months?
They hold it in, and there is, I can't remember what it's called. There is like a block up their back passage.
Butt plug.
It's a kinky baby.
Yeah.
They have to pass that, and that's the first poo. And it's called something, and I can't remember what it's called.
Corkage.
But
Meconium.
it's meconium, and it is dark, black,
never seen anything like
weird
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the first shit. It's like, it's the seal broken.
I thought that's what the umbilical cord was for. I thought the baby pooed into the man, and the man
Yeah,
pooed for them.
yeah. So once that's snipped off,
Yeah.
they have a block in the butthole.
Yeah.
The butt plug's in there. I witnessed my children's first shit.
That's what happened to the girl you know. She just didn't have that first poo.
No, the girl I know was born with no asshole.
Yeah, she just needs to do her first poo. She hasn't done it yet.
Dan, while we're on this topic, the umbilical, I've always wondered this. So umbilical cord, some geezer ties it up, right?
Yeah.
Why does it never come undone? Am I thick?
Because he's been
Like
in the
how tight
Scouts.
he's been in the Scouts. It must be a really like that is
yeah.
the best knot ever. But just think about how many people have been born. Nearly everyone has like a half decent belly button. Surely there's like some loose ones. Is there not somewhere that just is just flapping about?
Are you in your
Really
outie?
good point, that.
I am. I'm an innie.
For a long time,
innie.
it's just got a little clip on it for the first few weeks of a baby's life. It's just like a
But if
little.
you can't unpick it, can you?
The
You can't put a
umbilical-
pen
the
through it
umbilical
and
cord
like
dies
undo it.
on the clip, and then it just falls up. Yeah, I never thought about it.
Is it just
It's
it
gross.
just sets?
It just
right?
goes. It just goes like a strong hand.
Are we all in easier?
But what
Yeah.
knot do they? I wonder what type of knot. Like, is it
every
a Windsor knot? Like
every
what?
surgeon's been to Cubs and done the full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's not like a. It's not like a. There's not like a. It just happens.
You can't
naturally,
undo
doesn't
it now.
Also, you can't have a beer belly and have an outie. That's
No.
just another cock.
The use of also,
you seen
I
it?
like that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like
My father-in-law had one of the most amazing outies.
Really?
Colossal. With with the dude was
Mine's just
in
a
his
proper
60s,
innie. Just
and it
collects
was
blue
out,
fluff.
and
You
then
sure it wasn't his cock?
that went out. Oh yeah. I shouldn't have sucked it.
I've got any blue fluff right now.
I've just got some out. I've just de-blue fluffed. That sounded French, didn't it?
I've got an innie
as well.
outie.
I've just done it.
It's always blue.
That is one of the God's biggest marvels.
That's an
Isn't that
existential
mad?
question.
And you
Every
say,
belly button fluff
and
blue.
you say there's no creator.
No matter what colour you wear, your belly button fluff is blue.
Have you got an
That's
innie?
true.
Clean.
Have you got an innie?
I've got an innie outie, so it goes in and then it comes out
Liar.
again.
Who are you? What is it?
That's an innie outie. Do you want to check that out?
Pull some fluff out, see if it's blue.
There's no fluff in there.
What?
Sorry, now I feel like a freak because I don't have fluff in my belly button.
That means you're gay.
Yeah, it does, sadly.
Does?
No, famously.
Got no fluff in his belly button, do you know what I mean?
What was the?
The pooing in IKEA.
Oh, tell your baby to shut up. Something like that.
Yeah, also, just change your baby's art. It's your job.
Arse.
Get a new ass.
Take him to Turkey.
If you've got a baby, you go, change his ass. No, all right, we're on a plane. Baby's got a bundle.
Give an absolute dump truck.
Tell you what, Dan.
Baby to the new ass.
Break the internet.
Oh, no.
Your baby's bundle really doesn't suit him.
What the hell is your Billy being the turkey? Yeah, turkey bum.
Yeah. Turkey ass.
Turkey bum. Good on that.
Do you know when you love your kid, but you're like, he's just not got enough fucking batty?
Imagine not liking changing nappies that much. You get your kid a new ass. I'm not cleaning it. Get him a new one.
That's what I do.
It's like you with your underwear and your plates.
Heartbroken when it shits again.
You've got 1 million pairs of underwear.
Yeah. I don't just poo in them and throw them away. The fucking rumours that get spread about me, by the way. I'm a model citizen.
You buy plates and you don't want to wash them.
Not anymore.
Okay, you used
I did do that once.
No.
It was once.
Didn't you burn a hole in the bottom of one of the ones because you just left it there for months? A pan.
Do you remember in Runcorn, there's a pair of underpants just in the studio? And you were like, they're just my emergency pair of underpants just
You
in
brought
case.
them to a lock-in. And they were there for ages.
They were in Runcorn for ages.
In case you
We've
pooed.
got-
Oh, yeah, no, I brought them as a joke to one of the lock-ins, and I was like, I've got these in case I need them.
But, they never left, so they were always there. Break glass in case of nasty fart. Listen, change your fucking kid's bum.
That's
Like-
not who wrote in. The person who wrote in farted on a kid's head. He hasn't even got
No,
a kid.
I'm not even
Whatever
asked.
you do, don't go down wiping a baby's
The
ass.
fart is fine.
gonna make everything
the fart
worse.
is fine. The parents sound like rats.
Yeah, they need to get over.
Should we do have a word to round us off?
Oh, yes.
The OG.
Someone emailed in and went, can we please get a way of Adam hearing the music? Because it looks so sad when he can't hear
I
it.
just have a little moment to myself. I like it.
We need the
I just got a little break.
We'll get a monitor.
This one's from Connor Reeves. Lads, have a word with my mate Luke. We went to Subway for the first time, and I discovered that he eats his sandwich lengthways. He says it does it the same with sausage rolls. Have a word. Cheers, Reevesy.
What?
As
What do
in
you
he eats
mean?
it from the side.
And he goes like, he stretches his mouth out and tries to.
Like Scooby-Doo. Oh my God, should we that?
Yeah.
Like sweet corn.
Did he specify what type of, like a triangle sandwich or like a baguette? Like
In
a
my head,
sub
it's
crust?
a
Subway,
Subway,
innit?
yeah.
That's-
Do you know what I'm having a word with
Jesus.
him for? Because he's like Carl with his bounties. He wants this. He wants people talking about him.
It's attention seeker. It's attention seeker.
It's attention seeking, and that's what you were doing earlier. Look at me with my bounty. Could have had any chocolate bar you liked.
No, that's all we've got. It was just, I ate a bounty ratio.
He is literally trying to get people going, why are you eating that like that? That's all he's doing. He's a fucking gimp.
That's weird, that's all.
But what? So you just think he's just doing it while he's with his mates? He's not doing it when he's on his own?
If he is doing it when he's on his own, he's doing it to get the attention of strangers.
Or to practice.
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Practice makes
Do you know
perfect.
what, though? Wouldn't less of the filling get pushed out? You know what I mean? You're used to
Yeah, but you'd be
Subway.
left with this. Like a sort of string of bread. at the
left with a
end, which would be
spine of
absolutely
bread,
insane.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With
Tell you
maybe
what,
like tiny bits of lettuce in there. It'd be horrendous. Maybe dangle it like that. That's horrendous. Yeah.
You know how to eat a butty. Just eat it like a fucking butty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the advice would be just act like it's not weird at all. That will really piss him off. Because
Just
you'll
do
be
something
sat there,
weirder.
everyone's eating a sandwich, and he's going like, "This is weirded," and you just ignore it. That will drive him crazy. I
Just,
think.
yeah, he's eating it like that. Just do something that's even more attention so you can get like a fucking muller corner,
Yeah.
pour it onto a table, and then just lick it all up.
Ow.
Just go mad.
Or eat the sandwich that way, but turn it round so you're going through the sandwich like that.
Good idea, John.
Is there anything you eat differently that you think you do a bit weird?
I lick a Kinder Bueno out.
Yeah. I deep throat crumpets. Roll them. Just gag on. No.
I bite the bottom off the Bueno and then lick the centre out and then eat it.
Oh.
I do it with a Twix. I'll eat the biscuit first and then the caramel second.
I mean, do you know what the maddest thing about what you've just said is the way round in which you separate them?
Why?
I eat the caramel first and then the biscuit. You don't eat the biscuit and then the caramel. The caramel hasn't got enough, it hasn't got any integrity.
It does.
It lies a lot.
It hasn't got as much integrity as the biscuit.
I'll show you. It's fine. As long as it's not like...
You end up with a floppy
hot.
chocolate-covered caramel?
But they're actually surprisingly, like, stable. You could hold it and wobble it, and it'd be fine.
No, just do it the other way around for me.
Okay, for you. Next time I'm eating a Twix, I'll think about it.
My gran
Caramel
used to cut my toast into soldiers, and it made it taste better. And I know it didn't, but I just liked it. But as a grown man, if you were like...
My mum used to smash my
make small.
spaghetti bolognese up.
Over that.
As a punishment, or
You haven't done your homework. Not having your tea. She would get me... So she'd make everyone spaghetti bolognese, and she'd plate it like normal, you know? Beef and sauce in the middle, spaghetti on the outside. And then she'd just, like, mix it all up and...
Oh, yeah.
like,
That's
cut it
lovely.
all up.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's mum shit.
The
isn't it?
first time I ever had it in a restaurant, I looked at the waiter like, the fuck is this?
Come on, lads. Do this thing.
Smash this up.
Does the chef not fucking like me? You not think I'm being a very good boy this week?
I can't think of anything I ate weird. I eat crisp dead loud because it tastes better.
Yeah, I'm pretty normal with food as well. So it's difficult for me.
What do you mean you eat crisp loud?
Like I don't like people who put a crisp in their mouth and then close their mouth. I'm like, I don't want no one to eat.
what?
Like, eat them crisps quietly. No, I eat them like proper mouth open and like go for it.
You're so polite.
Yeah, I'm not asked. It's my house.
Do you do anything weird? Oh, you're in yours.
I'm like in the fucking on the
Do
tray.
you do anything weird like this, Horatio?
I eat apple cores. I don't know if that's.
Why?
What?
Oh my god.
Just the cause?
I hate apple cores, so just get it done, and then I'm left with that. I go straight through it, get it done.
I don't believe you.
Including the...
All the thing, it's fine.
And the
It's
stem?
no, not the stem. I'll leave the stem.
Don't you get an apple tree in your belly?
Yeah, and it was a real problem actually. So I've got an orchard in there, and it's actually becoming a real issue.
That's what I got told when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, you can eat all of that, but nothing really.
It's just another one of those things. You've just found out it's bollocks. Chewing gum doesn't get wrapped around your heart either.
Yeah.
You're now a lying bitch.
Oh, I still... Every time I've got chewing gum, I'm like, you don't swallow it because you'll die instantly.
Hang on. Why don't you swallow it?
What do you mean?
I know you don't. But why were they lying to us?
Because it finds it very difficult to go down your throat, especially as a child, so you could choke on it. And if it goes into your stomach, it doesn't really digest properly, and you just poo out chewing gum. And you'd be like, Nan, why have I pooed out chewies?
But
Told you not to swallow it.
if it was the murderer that we got, like, people told kids that it was like, if you swallow it, you will die pretty much.
Yeah.
It'd be like, it wouldn't be available in every shop to all children, would it?
Don't swallow this thing. You chew or you'll die.
For the God's sake, if you swallow that, you'll die. I mean, chew all of it. 12 a day if you want. If you swallow it, you're dead.
Like a Hubba Bubba is so flavourful.
No, for about a minute, and then it's
Then you
the
swallow
least
it?
flavorful thing in the world.
Do you spit it out?
Do you swallow Hubba Bubba?
I used to. I don't have them because I'm a 31-year-old man.
Fair enough.
Hang on. It's the same theory. Bubblegum and chewing gum's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, like a Wrigley's isn't flavourful. You don't want to taste it. You want to eat it, do you?
Hang on, so you never swallow chewing gum, but you're swallowing all the Hubba Bubba?
No, I don't have them anymore when I was a kid.
Wow, I never if I could, never mess with either. Hubba Bubba cola flavour. Oh,
yes.
For 40 seconds, top tier.
But then it has to go in the
After
bin.
that,
I like the apple.
shite.
It's a lot of chewy though, and it's big.
Yeah.
Big for your mouth.
Was it made out of Wales?
I think so, yeah. It's not vegan, is it? Chewies aren't vegan. It's made out of whales' arseholes,
Nice, that's why it tasted good.
like Finn.
I don't know. It doesn't say. Right, should we do...
Google anything.
I did Google it. I Googled
Doesn't
Chewy's
say.
vegan.
Doesn't
Vegan.
not.
Vegan? It's not vegan. Fucking Finn, just check the time. I don't know. It's not coming up. It's not. I don't know.
Right, we've got another have a word. Lids, I need you to have a word with my brother, also a listener and a Patreon. My brother is getting married next year, and I'm very happy for him. But as his only brother, I feel I should be in pole position for best man. However, he has chosen our little sister to take that role, and to be honest, it's really pissed me off. Everyone I have mentioned it to has said it's out of order, including both of our parents. However, it's his wedding. Am I out of order to feel like I don't want to attend, or am I overthinking it?
How old is she? Is she like 8? That's such a fuck you.
Be a belter stag though when you go to Wacky Warehouse for 7 days. Wow.
Bakery in the ball pit.
Do you know what? I never knew playing with Barbies on a hangover would work, but yeah, it does, doesn't it? Get it in the house.
Is he doing it to piss him off though? Because that is hilarious. If he knew he's just trying to wind him up. Like I
That's
respect
entirely possible, but I also think they sound like a pair of gimps.
Him?
First of all, the lad who's getting married has got no friends. His options are his little sister and his brother, and he's chose his little sister, which is weird altogether. And who gives a fuck about stuff like this?
Oh, lad.
God.
Weddings and families. I've only touched my toe in it, and I'm feeling it.
Come on. If he's getting married, and if he went, lad, obviously you're going to be there and everything, but I don't want you to be best man. I've got an option. You would be a bit gutted, wouldn't you? Because you know what I mean?
It's his brother, though. It's not like it normally goes to a friend, unless you're like ridiculously close. And I'm telling you right now, they're not.
There's a lot,
His sister.
lot of brother stag doos, though.
Yeah.
Lot of brother, best men.
I wasn't my brother's
I
stag.
can see where the politics comes.
Yeah, I've dipped my
My
toe
brother
in the
would be a
water.
night guest. If that.
No.
No, there you go.
He'll be a groomsman.
What? I don't know whether he would.
He will. He fucking will. Of course he will.
Jack, you can be my +1.
He will. When you get there.
He'd fucking turn up about 4 hours late. Be like, oh, sorry, I was walking the dog.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, but there's so many family politics and weddings. I'm not really having a wedding. I'm having two, but I'm not having a real one. And
Explain.
When you get married?
next April, Dan's our officiant.
Congrats.
Dan's
Oh,
married.
amazing. The celebrant.
Celebrant.
Linesman.
I'm a Catholic priest.
Nice.
We'll just practice him.
But I'm having a home wedding for the people who can't go to the Venice one. But it's like there's so many politics and weddings. It's so fucking boring. I don't care about weddings, and I wish people didn't care as much as I don't care. So you don't care when I don't invite them, but they do because people care about weddings.
But even if you don't care, you're marrying someone who does, and therefore
doesn't?
you care. No,
Does
but
she
I
not
mean,
care?
No,
That
neither
much?
That's
of us care.
usually the
Is it for
problem.
the
innit?
parents then?
The Venice one is for us to have a nice time with the people we love.
It'll be
And
fun.
The
It'll be good.
home one is for the family who can't go.
Yeah.
They don't care about.
There is so much fun. But you can't.
We care less
as a
about
lad, you can't play the role of like, I'm not asked, you deal with it, because that's not the deal.
Nope.
Your partner, if she's bothered or if they're
It's like
bothered,
changing a nappy. It's that whole thing again. Yeah.
you've
We're
got to
both
be
bothered,
involved.
but I don't know. I love my mates more than my family, and that. Yeah.
If I ever get married, right, I'm telling you right now, all this politics shit, it's just not happening with my wedding.
Well, I said the same thing.
It's just not happening.
What would
We're
your
doing it
wedding
here
be like?
on this day. See you's there. You've got this role. You've got this one. Bosh, bash, beef, bab, boo. See you there.
It's
Let's have
not
a boogie.
roles. It's can you come? Can I come? Can they come? Can my brother come? Can his fella come?
No,
The gay, by the way. That's
no.
fucking
Did I specifically ask them to come? Well, then no.
Would you have a dress-up wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennis.
Cowboy themed.
cowboy tennis?
Would you have a traditional wedding, do you think? Or do you think you'd just fuck around a bit?
I think it would very much depend on the woman I'm marrying.
Yeah. Fair
Like,
enough.
I wouldn't be that arsed. Like, whatever she wants. Just easy. As long as I
Yeah.
get to have a big party and look like it does good Guinness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's, she can't be Muslim.
You're gonna marry a Guinness.
What?
You're gonna marry a big glass. It's a good one. That actually, it's a 10.
Oh, God. Whenever he gets married, we're going to have to, the venue's going to have good Guinness, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I want.
100%.
Good Guinness and me mates there and a bit of country music on maybe.
Good Guinness,
It's a birthday party.
Shamima in a dress.
Shamima Bengham.
But that's all. That's all I want.
Is she home?
What? She hasn't got it home.
No.
I know I mentioned it, but it was on one as a wedding. Hang on. Is Shamima Begum home?
No, but
Talking about someone who loves a good Guinness. She's fucking hated Syria.
Yeah.
Does anyone else fancy Shamu Begum a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Just checking.
it's forbidden, innit? Like
Yeah.
really forbidden.
Yeah, but it was when she came back again with the sideways baseball cap. That's when it was
Yeah,
like.
because when she left, she was 15.
Oh, I see. Yes. I hate that.
Oh, God. She'd be a great best man, though.
She would.
Fuck
Well,
yeah,
she's,
that's-
stag
well,
do
her
in
whole
fucking
shtick with the
Syria.
second one, because her first interview she had the burqa on. The second one she was in the refugee camp, but then she had like a vest on, like a sideways baseball cap. The whole point was like, I'm actually kind of fun. Can
Yeah.
I come back in? So I think Shamim's, I'd be like, drink
Shamim's.
Guinness, like be like a lad. That's how you're getting back in.
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's what she's got to do tactically.
All she needs to get back in the country is a Chelsea season ticket. It should be
Definitely.
sound.
Shave her head, you know.
Chelsea
Yeah. Chelsea.
not doing very well in the league. That's
No.
all I think about. When it comes to
Yeah, my brother's really pissed me off. You know, his wedding's coming up and he's chosen Shamima Begum to be his best man. I'm fucked off, really. My sister's fuming.
that's the one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to weddings, do you think you'll ever get married? Would you be bothered? Have you got any?
I think my girlfriend would like it. My sister's getting married this year, and it's a big deal for her. She's making this whole thing out of it, but I'm not losing my year to a wedding, so I want it as easily done as possible. But yeah, I'd like to get married, I think.
Yes, totally. Just let the women have it how they want.
But also, you don't need it. It's not like it used to mean something like the father would give like 3 horses to your family and you'd need that to plow the fields and stuff. Now it doesn't mean anything. So why make it stressful?
You think that's what it meant?
Yeah, it used to mean like,
What does this mean? Horses.
I need 3 horses. You need to marry the horse family so we can get horses because we need
That's
to
why I
till the
married
field.
Laura. We're short on
No,
horses.
famously, as long as 30 years ago. But times have changed, Dan. It's not the same as it was back in your day, you know? It's now like, you know.
Yeah, it isn't the same. Not like it's a wedding ring used to be as a dowry, wasn't it?
Yeah. So now I'm
Not
like,
engagement
just,
ring. Sorry.
now
If
have a
I leave,
Haribo
you sell
ring.
this. Yeah.
You know, just fucking. The fact that it doesn't mean anything, it's like Edinburgh Fringe, like we're talking about. It doesn't mean the same thing. So enjoy yourself.
Well, it doesn't because you weren't living together or having sex or anything back
Yeah.
in the days.
So
That whole
what-
like last
yeah.
night of freedom and then the first night you sleep together. It's a lot of shit. You've been living together fucking 3 years, together 10 by the time you're married. It's just a ceremony, isn't it? That's all it is anymore. It's just change of status. It's not the same. Like before, it was you weren't really together.
Yeah.
You're married. Now you are properly together. You've been playing married couple for years
We've been together 12 or 13 years. Been
and living together for 3.
2 years.
But it is the only time you'll get everyone together. So that's
shit.
why it's special. Is that it's the only time you're going to get all those people, family, friends, under one roof. So
But here's
That's a good
But
bit.
here's the problem with that. Just personally, like I love a wedding. They're all good fun, but it's mixing every family and friend group all at once.
And then the seating
it is
arrangement, you split everyone
It is a
up.
bit knackering.
Yeah.
You know when you're out with your mates. I love going out with this lot. I would much rather it always just be this lot.
For your
as
wedding?
Soon as no, I mean
Yeah.
just on a night out.
Yeah.
I'm just talking in nights out.
Yeah.
Mixing friend groups causes whoever is at the fucking center of that mix a little bit of stress. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's great. But the more you bring in, the more potential you've got, like a clash of personalities or whatever. The
Especially as a
wedding does
comic.
feel like, fuck me, there's everyone I've ever liked or known or
Feel
family and
responsible.
everything.
But do you ever have a
You
thrill
just-
of 2 people you've brought together? That's probably great.
That beautiful moment on the
Yeah.
dance floor where you're like, oh, there's a fucking circuit comedian dancing with like fucking Laura's sister or something.
yeah.
Hell of a house party, that.
Yeah. I love that. But that doesn't always happen, does it?
No.
Have you really dug your heels in on anything in this wedding where you're like, I want it like this?
No, I mean the way the wedding is. Yeah, I was never having a big church wedding. I was never having. Everyone's having soup that costs 40 grand. Like, oh, this is auntie you've never met. Hello, can I have the soup that you've paid for now? Fuck off. That was the only thing that I wanted. I wanted people who will love. That's it. I don't want people who don't know, and that's so common at weddings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we both want the same thing. Luckily, with everything, so we're very lucky.
Where's the home one?
It's just going to be in town. It's going to be like the town hall or St George's Hall, and then we're going to have a meal with everybody.
Right.
The home one is literally just a.
On Big Bowl.
Oh, mate, I'd love to go to Big Bowl.
Why not?
My granddad doesn't like Chinese food.
Right. He's not
Glad
coming.
you said food.
I could have stopped as well. Venice is a celebration of everybody who we love.
How many
together.
people do you bring to Venice?
4.
Like 50. Like 50 of us, I think.
That's going to be amazing.
It's just going to be everybody for 3 days in Venice having a lovely time, and in the middle of it, we get married and
Yeah.
he's doing it. It's going to be so perfect.
It's going to be great.
It's not going to be, oh, get up at 8 in the morning, get your makeup done, you don't see no one.
Yeah.
You spend 40 grand on one day.
Yeah.
Oh, the shite.
Yeah. And it'd be great to be a minister for me. Obviously, I've been gigging a lot, but, you know.
It's a
And
tough
I am
gig.
going evangelical black minister.
I'd say so.
I think it just suits me.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I'm gathered here today.
People
to-
passing out in the front row.
Woo! Come on, feel the force of Jesus. I'm going to get Finn like he's been touched by the power. Yeah, it's going
Phil
to be
Taylor?
getting Phil Taylor. I only ever black
Please
up with
bring
Phil Taylor.
Phil Taylor.
How
1
good would that
second
be?
ahead of me with that then.
I saw it.
That's a podcast. Horatio, tell everyone where they can find you, please, lad.
Horatio Gould Comedy. I'm doing my tour starts in Manchester, Liverpool, 22nd of Feb, 23rd of Feb at Hot Water Comedy Club, 23rd of Feb, Liverpool. I'd love to see you there. Finn vs. the Internet is on YouTube. All my tour dates are in my bio on Instagram. Thank you very much.
And Horatio's a great follow on like TikTok and Instagram. You've got some
Thanks, mate.
loads of great stuff.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, boys.
I'm on
Pleasure.
tour, adamrowe.co.uk/tour. Loads of dates still to come. Dan is doing loads of Dan Nightingale and Fiends, which is so close to the word friends that people think he's misspelt his own poster. That's at dannightingale.com.
Good comment.
And Finn. Go on then.
We've got a song this week. It's a Patreon's band. This is the band's called Pluto the Rich, and this is their new tune called Battle Axe.
Enjoy.
Wonderful.
Marvelous.